The playoffs begin right here, right now. Welcome to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. For the first round of the postseason, it's the NASCAR playoffs, round of 16, coming to you from Atlanta for the quarter stake, available at Walmart 400. Hello everybody, welcome up to the commentary box. So here we are, we have our regular season done. Now it's time to set off to try and take a victory for the overall season. This is going to be a very special race. Alongside me in the commentary box is Josh T and Jack as well. And quickly for you, JT, before we head over for the invocation, this is going to be a very big day to start off the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a big day. First race of the playoffs. It kind of gives us a little bit of an idea of what's going to happen, but the next big race is Bristol, where we lose the 4 drivers with the lowest points. But we're coming up to the invocation.
Don't even ask me, Jack, how that's going to work, but just quickly from you, what are you expecting here today?
Chaos. It's a plate race. The winter race is anything to go by. This is going to be an absolute thriller of a race.
Thanks, guys. Let's head over trackside then and get this one underway.
Of all afternoon.
Have to be. You can't be crazy. You got to be a little cautious. You got to pick and choose. But you have to take advantage. You have to, when you smell blood in the water, you got to take that position. You got to take it on pit road. You got to take it on the racetrack.
These playoff drivers did it 26 weeks to make the playoffs. They understand what they have to do today. There's a lot on the line this afternoon, and with so much unpredictability, you just want to be in the right spot to put yourself in a position to possibly win it at the end of the day. Time for today's pre-race ceremonies.
Please rise as you are able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the United States Special Operations Command Joint Service Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome from Go Church in Sharpsburg, Georgia, Pastor J.C. Worley.
Let's pray. Jesus, you are the hope of the world, and we need you now more than we've ever needed you. We pause to pray for the victims of the recent shooting at the high school here in Georgia. Would you give those family members comfort, peace, and your hope? We pray for today's race that you would be with the drivers, the officials, and the crew. Guide them and protect them. And lastly, we say thank you, Jesus, for dying on the cross for our sins. In your name we pray. And everybody said, amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome National Broadway touring actress and Atlanta's own Bella Yantis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
For 16 teams, almost 9,000 miles of racing over 7 months, all comes down to the next 10 weeks. Time to get the engines fired and race for a championship next on USA.
Yes, the tensions really are
Helicopter.
rising, guys. Go on, JT.
I absolutely love the Chinook.
It's a great little thing, isn't it?
I have them fly sometimes at the back of my house at like 800 feet.
Let's
The
give
sound
you...
of them.
Go on.
The sound of them's incredible. Anyway, go on.
Let's give you the 16 drivers that are playoff eligible, and that is Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, Daniel Suarez, Alex Bowman, Chase Briscoe, Harrison Burton, Martin Truex Jr., and Ty Gibbs. They are your ones to watch out for as well. And Austin Cindric getting in with his victory earlier on in the season as well, not to be confused with Austin Dillon if anybody is just sat up thinking, oh, I didn't realise that was going in as well. But really, Larson getting in was obvious, but no Kyle Busch, JT and Jack, and that's going to be a real surprise.
Yeah, it's absolutely a massive shock, but some people may have said it might have been expected. He was so close last weekend to getting it done, but just wasn't able to. 5-10 more laps, he would have done it.
Jack?
Yeah, big shock for Kyle Busch to miss the playoffs to many fans. I honestly was expecting it to an extent, as Kyle Busch just hasn't had the season. RCR, until they got back from the Olympics, just had a season to forget. I think the real surprise in the playoffs here is Harrison Burton of the Wood Brothers. 34th in regular season points and wins his way into the playoffs.
So we're just gearing up then for the command to be given and the start engines. Now, you'll see shortly, the drivers in red are your playoff drivers. So the car with the red square, they're your playoff drivers, so watch out. Michael McDowell on pole position, though, JT. Second pole in a row after Darlington a week ago. He's on the move.
Yeah, he is on the move, and definitely one driver to keep an eye on. We've had a couple of drivers saying that well, they've got to put the regular season behind them and now focus on just getting one win and learn from mistakes ready for next year. And of course, one of them was Kyle Busch, and the driver who said that they just want to get a win and learn for next year was, of course, Chris Buescher in the 17.
Let's head over then for the engines to start and the playoffs to begin. It's the Quaker State 400 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Number 1, checkered flag, number 12. Hell yeah, Tyler. You are the man. I'm so freaking proud of you. Woo! Grab their seatbelt. Great car, guys. Way to never give up. Awesome job.
The Cup Series regular season included 14 different winners, including William Byron, who has 2 wins at the New Atlanta. But he admits the close to the regular season was not great for the 2014. And he told me earlier this week, we had the same issue last year, but we were able to refocus on our goals once we got to the playoffs. We're hoping for the same situation this year as they try to get back to the championship 4 for 2 straight years, Kim.
Well, although Harrison Burton is making his first Cup Series playoff appearance, his crew chief, Jeremy Bullins, has a lot of experience with the postseason. This is Bullins' 7th playoff appearance as a crew chief, so I asked him what wisdom he's tried to impart on his young driver. He told me their conversations have been about not letting the pressure get to him. If you stress too much, it'll get in your head. Dave, he also reminded him to enjoy the experience.
Kim, for only the 2nd time in his Cup career, championship contender Denny Hamlin will be starting last. It was at Talladega before where he finished 3rd. He avoided all the trouble and chaos around him. He's got to do that again today. And to help him avoid all that will be his spotter, Chris Lambert. And Jeff Burton, you're located where all the spotters will be watching over their drivers today.
Yes, I am. The best view in the house. There's a lot of work's going to happen up here today. These spotters, you know, they're here for more things than just preventing wrecks. They're here to be the eyes for what the drivers cannot see. Where's the run coming from? What do I need to do? Do I need to go the top lane to bottom lane? It's full work up here. The win or the loss could happen right here, Marty.
Also very bright up there where the spotters stand. It takes everyone in a Cup Series team to make it happen. Time to get the engines fired and the Cup Series playoffs started.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your 2000 Cup Series champion, NASCAR Hall of Famer, and 6-time NASCAR Cup Series winner here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, Bobby Labonte.
Drivers, start your engines!
Fans, NASCAR and their premier partners want to thank you for your support. Let's take a look at a young fan's day as he enjoyed Daniel's Amigos and cheering for his favorite driver, Daniel Suarez, at Daytona International Speedway.
I've been to a bunch of races. My dad got into it. He was a Dale Earnhardt fan, and my mom, she would watch the Daytona 500. They got into NASCAR, who got my brothers into NASCAR. And then I would say I'm born into the sport. In NASCAR, you can get that close to the action. Be right there seeing the cars. You can go down pit road before the race, see the haulers. I feel like no other sport has that. It's been a fun day, spending with my family.
Well, there are adverts coming in now. JT?
Josh,
Yes, hello.
do you want to know how many times I've heard drivers start your engines today?
4.
Well done.
Yay! I knew that was going to happen. Could you do me a favour? Take
Go
a
on.
look at DD12 and the international feed. How far behind is Premier Sports compared to your Premier Sports? Because if there's not that much difference, I'm going to run upstairs and move it, because I can't tell. We're currently looking at the start finish straight.
I will look because I've synced up with your one.
Jack, just quick, go on.
It is probably 5 to 10 seconds behind what we are on now.
Is that good or bad?
Bad because it's more delayed.
It's never one, but it's all. Guess we'll stick with the US feed then. For it all.
And I can just take it if you want.
Probably going to have to until, you know. But we should be green flag running for the whole day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be the important thing coming into it. For this one, I think we're getting ready to start engines again.
Genuine, awesome, old school racetrack.
How about that, boys?
To win at your home track is a really big deal, I think, to any race car driver.
Hell yeah! Atlanta! Hell yeah, boys! Let's go!
So much history over 64 years here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, but this is the new Atlanta Motor Speedway, now a drafting track, one of the most unpredictable races of the year. High speed, high risk, and high reward, and it happens to kick off the Cup Series playoffs. A win for a playoff driver today is an automatic berth into the next round. But is the move it will take to get the win worth the risk? That's the question they'll be asking themselves for all 400 miles today, Dave.
Marty, the pressure will be on the pit crews today. They will flock to their race cars here on pit road 4 to 6 times today, and they'll try to pump off 9-second pit stops with perfection, because as hard as it is to get track position at Atlanta at 180 miles per hour, it is terrible to give it away on pit road coming in for tire, fuel, and adjustments. And Kim from the stands, that ought to be a great show as well.
Absolutely, the round of 16, and these fans are ready. Win and advance is the goal of all the playoff drivers. Easier said than done, because this first round might be the biggest wild card of the entire playoffs. 3 races, Atlanta. Every team has described this as pure chaos. Next week, a new tire at Watkins Glen. Nobody knows what to expect. And then Bristol, 500 laps at the most physically and mentally demanding racetrack. Who will survive the chaos? The playoffs start right now.
The NASCAR Cup Series playoffs are here. The drive to a championship begins now, and it's so appropriate that the 10-race run starts on the high banks of Atlanta Motor Speedway, because this mile-and-a-half track that races like a super speedway will give us all the action you're hoping to see. Welcome to NBC Sports coverage of the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Atlanta, presented by Applebee's. It is a gorgeous day here in the Peach State, and we are ready to go. Everybody has been counting this down, looking forward to it. 26 down, 10 to go. Hi folks, Lee Diffie along with Steve Letarte and Jeff Burton. Jeff, from the driver's seat, for the 16 who are in it, who are going to contest these playoffs, what's it like? How much does the pressure build?
Well, the pressure builds by every lap, but you've wanted to be in this playoff your entire life. You wanted to be a champion. This is your opportunity. The key is when things go wrong, and they will go wrong, how do you handle it? Do you compose yourself or do you panic? In those challenging moments, that's when you have to be smart, get yourself calmed down.
Well, the postseason is more than just excitement for the fans. It's pressure on the teams. Jeff talks about what it's like behind the wheel, but for the pit crews that Dave Burns just spoke of, for the crew chiefs, for the engineers, for the men and women back at the factories who built these cars, they know simple mistakes can be the difference between advancement or ending your playoff hopes, and everyone has this race circled. Diff, nerves are sky high.
Not just about how the drivers handle it, how does the team perform? Let's take a look at the starting grid for today's first playoff race, brought to you by Applebee's, and he's done it again. He being Michael McDowell of Front Row Motorsports. He got his career first Cup pole earlier this year, and now that's career pole number 5. He did a great job yesterday. He'll start alongside the defending series champ, Ryan Blaney. And Jeff, speaking of Ryan, let's see if we can dial him up.
Hey, Ryan, it's guys in the booth. You with us?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, 10-4, man. The playoffs are starting today. How do you approach this race?
Yeah, it's nice, finally starting them out. Got to be in for a gauntlet of weeks. Know how your team perform, execute. If you do your job as a driver on the racetrack, I think we're really firing on all cylinders right now, so I'm super proud of that. Obviously a fast car here today with the Net Wizard Ford Mustang, and hopefully we can keep it up front and have a clean race. And I'd like to kind of make up for the spring race when I lost it by about 4 inches. Hopefully I can make up for that, so we'll see.
Well, we've talked a lot about it. You just said it. Try to have a clean race. How do you do that and try to win and get stage points?
That's a great question. I've always felt comfortable controlling the speedway race. Finding yourself up at the front, kind of making decisions for the lane you want to be in. I think that's honestly the best thing you can do. So we'll see. I mean, you're going to get shuffled around all day, and it's kind of how do you work your way back up to the front if you lose track position. So the best thing we can do is just execute on our part the best that we can all day, and whatever else happens, happens. But we're just going to do our job the best that we can.
Good luck. Thanks for letting us ride along.
Appreciate it, everybody. Enjoy the show.
We will, Ryan. Thanks for talking to us. And as a reminder, the champ lost this race earlier this year by 3 1/1000ths of a second. He'll be looking for some redemption today. Let's continue to put the spotlight on the playoff drivers, and let's kick things off with Marty Snyder. Marty?
Well, Diff, for many, Christopher Bell is the championship favorite. And to start the playoffs, he gets a little extra boost. His crew chief, Adam Stevens, is back for the first time since mid-July after an off-week accident. Stevens told me this morning, I had all the information I needed at the race shop when I was calling the race from there, but it was so hard to put together the last 10% of the puzzle. Being here, seeing everything in person will make a massive difference for our race team. Good to see Adam Stevens back at the track, Kim.
Well, Marty, yesterday Brad Keselowski qualified in the 19th position, so I asked crew chief Matt McCall what happened. He said they were just slow, but they didn't know exactly why. They weren't expecting to be as far off as they were. Now, despite that, he said they're not concerned. They feel like they have the right setup for the race, and McCall said if their car is close to what Brad needs, it will not be hard to get stage points, even in the first stage. He said Brad knows how to attack this track, and if any driver can move forward in a drafting race, Dave, it's Brad Keselowski.
Kim, my favorite Kyle Larson quote from the week is, I don't love seeing Atlanta in the first round. And that's because he knows so much can go wrong. He's the #1 seed. No one has won more races this year. No one has more playoff points. No one is further ahead of the cut line. But Kyle Larson knows that a lot of that can go away in a hurry. He knows that Atlanta is the new king of chaos when it comes to racing in the NASCAR Cup Series lead.
Let's see how that plays out, Dave. about the chaos, because that is the general consensus of what we're going to see here.
Yeah, well, 2,040 points go to Larson. Bales on 232. That falls down to 2,005, where Bowman's the cutoff. But 4 races to get it done, JT. That's going to be the task. Also, how far are we behind TV pictures for you?
I don't know. I synced it up, and I'm not moving it because that's when I'm using mine.
Yeah, all right, don't move it. So we're all on the same pictures. But what do you think about these playoffs then coming through?
Well, everyone got reset to 2,000 points, of course. The cut-off is 12th, and, well, it's Briscoe, Burton, Gibbs, Truex Jr., who start in the bottom 4, so they will have to work, get up, and of course, if you win and you are in the playoffs, then you get locked into the next group automatically, but you have to be in the playoffs already to get locked into the next round. You can't have an outsider not start in the playoffs come into the playoffs. You have to be in the playoffs at the start to win the championship. But we are 2x2, and I believe we are getting ready, not this time, but next time.
Yeah, they're still taking a few times out here, Jack, as well. But if anybody wins a race, it's just that, winning a race. No one's going to go to have the attack back, are they?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's going to be trying to fight for this win. This is probably some of the back marker guys like Burton and Briscoe. Sorry, Briscoe, I love you, mate. Not the best card to you. But I think it's really their best chance to get a win under their belt here. Maybe even a first career win for Ty Gibbs. I don't know. My personal pick to win here is the 2023 winner here, Chase Elliott.
Yeah, JT Elliott's looking good.
Yeah, I've got William Byron for my pick winner. He goes very well here, starting on row 5, so he could do it.
I've picked Joey. Did you say Joey Logano?
I don't know who you picked.
I picked Joey Logano. Who did you pick? Byron. Sorry, I was doing something when you were talking. As the fireworks go off around Atlanta Motor Speedway.
1 to go.
So it's going to be stage 1 at 60 laps. Stage 2 is going to be at 100 laps, the same as stage 3. 400 miles in total, 1.54 miles is the track size. The banking in the corners is at 28 degrees. Only 5 degrees of banking though on the straights, and that's what we saw, Jack, last time out. The runoff down to the line was what at the time was the 3rd closest finish in NASCAR history.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the craziest finishes I've ever had the pleasure of watching. 3-1. I think it's the first 3-wide finish in NASCAR at the Cup level.
Yeah, sorry, you've got off.
I have no idea. I think the last one I can remember was 2011 Talladega, but I'm sure JT will put.
Yeah. Coming to the green flag. Here we go then. Time to kick off for the playoffs of 2024. 10 races to decide who is going to be the NASCAR Cup Series champion. Let battle commence in Atlanta. The green flag is out and waving for the quarter stake 400. We're racing. And it's a good start for Michael McDowell. Ryan Blaney's going to go try high. In towards turn 1 we come. It's into the slight tri-oval section. Looking already, Austin Dillon trying to go up in the high line. Josh Berry's moving up the order. Ryan Blaney moving down as well. He's running currently in 4th. He'll try and get 2nd place as he moves down towards the low lines as well. Good start so far then, JT, as we go through.
McDowell already got a car length, but Blaney is coming on the high line as we go across the line to complete 1 lap and on towards lap 2, and I can tell you that we are 1 lap behind.
I'll fix it.
Green,
yeah, I got it.
Which isn't that bad. And of course, just having a look down, Shane Van Gisbergen doing the double. He's currently in 23rd. But out front, it's McDowell, Blaney, Berry, and Larson. Blaney and Larson, your playoff drivers. In the top 4, keeping an eye on McDowell, Blaney just behind him. They're side by side, a little bit further back, and I believe that is Gilliland and Austin Dillon. Yes, it is, as Gilliland drops down a little bit. And Briscoe overtakes Gilliland, the two red cars.
Smooth start.
In the top 10.
Yeah, they've just caught, the timing screen was ahead. It's just now caught up. We're in sync again. Jack, smooth start from everyone as we ride with Logano. He's directly behind Todd Gilliland ahead of him. But everyone now just taking an easy start. No one wants to jump ahead and cause the big one. They know that this first stage can go by in a flash. It's all about stage 2 and stage 3 getting those extra run-ins.
Exactly. Stage 1 more about conservation of your position than anything else, because at the end of the day, this is the stage you don't want to get wiped out in the opening stage and miss the entire race, because then you have terrible points, especially if you're a playoff driver like Ryan Blaney.
Yeah.
You get wiped out here, you lose a ton of ground in these playoffs.
He is ahead of Larson in the playoffs. Those red squares you see on your timing tower, they are playoff drivers. Denny Hamlin was sent to the rear as well for mechanical working post-scrutineering, so that's why he's starting at the back. He's behind JJ Yelley at the moment, as going up high is the full car of Josh Berry. Down low, Larson again staying in. You can also spot your playoff drivers with the gold band across the windscreen. They tell you if they are playoff drivers or not. They're also gold on the USA NBC timing tower, so that helps us identify who's where. They tell us everything, don't they, JT, as they come through to start lap 6.
Yep, as we're 3 wide going down in towards turn 1, that is Brad Keselowski in that group, and if I remember rightly, Josh, I don't think, as we have that as I look at my notes and I'm corrected by that, so we won't go there to save myself, as we have the 10 of Gregson go down across the line side by side to complete another lap with the number 20 car.
Ryan Blaney has had 26 starts this season, 2 victories, 7 top 5s, 11 top 10s. He's had 1 pole position, but he's led 430 laps as well. He's on 218 points and he's 18th in his playoff. He's got 18 playoff points as well in total. Puts him on 2018, 5th in the standings at the moment, out of the 16 as well. Born, I think this is quite nice actually, New Year's Eve 1993. I like that little stat from him as well. But of course, he was last year's Cup Series champion as well. So, already coming through. We get a little... when the media started, we get these little stat packs coming through as well, as we now look at Tyler Reddick's on our screen as well. But we get the media stat packs, and it was Media Day on Tuesday. Also being just told in my ears, if you're a fan of Formula 1, Sky Sports F1 will have a special show on Tuesday morning at 10:45 till 12 o'clock. Don't know what that's about, but I think we can all guess Adrian Newey. So, lap 9 of 260, Briscoe moves ahead of Austin Dillon. Dillon, of course, who did not get part, despite winning a race with the bump and win.
Yeah, did you want some more crazy F1 stuff?
What?
The 2024 team's average pit stop times have come through, as here we have the Hunt Brothers pizza car round the outside of the 38, and that is of course Chase Briscoe. But stops with penalties and damage repair were not included, but the average pit stop time for Sauber 6.27 seconds this year.
Kind of to be expected, really, sadly.
But Ferrari are top, not Red Bull.
Yeah, Red Bull have been dropping back recently, haven't they?
2.59 to 2.62.
Back to NASCAR action, and Jack, this is what we were talking about at the start of the race, just conservation. Byron passes Gilliland for 9th.
Everyone's just calm, chilling at the end of the day. This is what I kind of expected. It's not as exciting as it was maybe in the race. I expected 2 wide racing, but hey, we got air racing, as you can see Burton and Bowman having a little battle here. As Chastain also gets past Daniel Hemrick. I don't even know how he qualified that high. Hemrick, not Chastain.
Bowman qualifying, of course. He's side by side with Burton. Chastain's coming through, just pushing in the back. So everybody who hasn't entered the playoffs, they are just racing for the end of the year now, which I don't know. If I I would kind of put it like, you don't have to come. That's it, you've done. Because they can't do anything, just get race wins. It's the playoffs make no sense to me, and everybody's been groaning saying, oh, here we go, this is where it all gets confusing. Everyone turns off now, we've already really had the season. 10 races for NASCAR to set the playoffs, and it's not really working because they make up the rules every 5 seconds. As you see, Briscoe, who is in the playoffs, gets past Austin Dillon, who isn't in the playoffs. Oh no. Then again, that's the annoying thing, because Dillon did deserve to be in the playoffs right up until the last 200 metres. Then he didn't, of that race a couple of weeks ago at Richmond. And they're just going to control it now. It's a long first stint as they're all just navigating. Of course, the one good thing here, JT, is that unlikely that we'll head into the night, which is good.
Yeah, it was a 3:11 start.
Yeah.
So it's 3:22 here. We've been going for around 11 minutes with 15 laps completed on the board. We're a quarter of a way through stage 1, lap 15 of 260 for the main race, and we jump on board with Chase Elliott, who is in 15th, who's side by side with the 31 car going down in towards turn 4 towards the line once again.
On board with Elliott. That 31 car of Daniel Hemrick as well, just holding that outside line as long as he can. Elliott's actually going to lose out a little bit here because he's got Burton and Wallace on the high line, and they're going to be able to get a much better sweep out. Let's just have a quick look. Phillips says, Pride of Ohio, Ryan Blaney wins today. Is Phillips pick a winner? At the moment, Ryan Blaney is in second position in this race. Where is he in the standings? Let's have a look at some of his stats out here in the order. I need to find Blaney on my iPad now. Here he is.
Second.
Yeah. So Christopher Bell, Larson, as we take a look at some spotters. Larson leads, he's had 240 points, 4 wins this year, so that's why he's got the most. All goes back on the points they have. As Cindric tries to come around the outside. Top 5, Michael McDowell, Ryle Blaney, Kyle Larson, Josh Berry and Chase Briscoe, your top 5. Side by side on the TV pictures for Atlanta. We will not miss a green flag lap. The only thing we do miss is the audio from the track, but we get TV pictures during the breaks. And we're not on the international feed today because AD Sports are showing, literally, I'm not even joking, on the first channel, they are showing classic matches from the 1970s of English football, and on the second channel they're showing the Paralympics closing ceremony. So why they not just show the first channel, I don't know, but yeah, that's the breaks we get today. 3 wide in the centre pack as we see Austin Cindric getting through. I'm sorry I couldn't tell who it was on that camera angle, it was a bit too high for me. Because side by side is still not side by side because the advert's bigger than the actual thing. I don't know why, it doesn't make sense. Oh, Ted Danson is here as well. So Sam Malone is now talking to me in my ear. That's always nice to hear, Jay-Z. You've got no idea who I'm talking about with cheers, do you?
Side by side with the 4 and the 5 of Larson and Berry. That's up at the front. McDowell trying to hold on the lead, but here comes Blaney around the outside, and Larson and Berry following behind. Blaney slots back down to the inside. Carl Larson stays on the outside. Will Logano join him up on the high line to help him get ahead? Yes, but will there be a significant push? No, not going into turn 1.
JT, if you've got pictures, I'll run upstairs and try and fix this. Over to you.
Yeah, as Larson, Berry still side by side. Down towards turn 3 we go, and Bowman and Logano just behind as well. We've got the 24 of Byron and Cindric side by side behind that, and then on his own is the 1 of Ross Chastain across the line. It's McDowell, Blaney, Larson, Berry, Logano, Bowman, Cindric, Byron, Chastain and Burton, your top 10. As we look back down to Hamlin in 35th as well, who qualified 38th, and then he got put to the rear 4 checks as well. So really not a good qualifying for the 11 car. And already another lap completed. And Larson and Berry still side by side for 3rd and 4th place. And Logano just waiting behind to see if he can go on the outside line. And he pulls up to the outside line, does Joey Logano. And will he be able to make a move? No, he won't. Larson doesn't get ahead of Berry. Here is a replay. And what happened with Chase Briscoe? Round the outside goes Cindric. And Logano down the inside. And that was a Penske salvage with Briscoe in the middle. And 2 Penske cars on the outside. Bowman also getting through on that one as well. Back to live pictures we go. As we watch them go down the back stretch. They look to go 3 wide in towards turn 3. And they're going to do it again. Bowman on the low side. And Cindric, is he going to go up onto the high line? No, he isn't. He stays 2 wide. And Bowman falls back and stays back as well. Side by side. Still Berry and Larson. They've been side by side for at least 3 laps now. 25 of 60. As we ride on board with the 22 of Joey Logano. Welcome back.
Hi, how was that?
Hello.
Was that good?
It's 1 to 2. It's literally 1 second better.
I'll take 1 second and stabilise the TV pictures. So, on board. Let's listen to Logano and his spotter.
He is clear. He is clear. Going higher. Byron's coming to you. Outside bumper. Outside Austin. By himself. All along. Gaps 1 behind. 3/4 behind. 3/4 behind.
Interesting to hear from Logano there, who's now running in 7th position. And this is a car, Jack, that had an absolutely storming start to the year on super speedways, both here in Atlanta and in Daytona in race 1 and 2. But it was that glove that was used that gave it just a little bit of an advantage. But Logano should be good here.
Yes, he's won here in the past. I think he won the first... No, it wasn't the first ever Super Speed. He has won at this track in the past.
Last year.
I was going to say he won the first Super Speedway race round here. Yeah, he's generally good round here. He has won here in the past, of course, last year at the spring race. He won. So I think Logano could well be on for a win here, possibly. He's one of the best plate racers on the grid. To be fair, the entire Penske lot are incredibly good plate racers. I don't know why.
I think he's running on my timing screens. Okay, there we go. My iPad went wrong. It says here I've got him down as winning twice, Joey Logano here. If I take a look. Won the series last year at Phoenix. Nothing about him here at Atlanta specifically. But he's only won once this year as well, as we now see. Breakdown of points as well by teams. Jogers Racing and Hendrick Motorsports both on 4. Penske 3. RFK Racing, 23IX Racing all got 1 as well. And JT, I suppose you saw about the 23IX charter. And there's been a few rows about that over the past few nights as well. As we see, battling again, McDowell and Blaney for the lead. Just toing and throwing. And now Blaney hits the front with Larson and Cindric coming up too.
Yeah, Cindric looking to make it 3 wide again, looks up the middle, decides not to as that middle gap closes and Cindric wants to save his car this early in the playoffs, but Bowman dives to the low side on Joey Logano. Larson goes past on McDowell and Cindric on the low line as well, and Cindric's going to try and get past McDowell as well, but McDowell fights back on the high line.
So we're halfway in stage 1, and now it seems to be like they are turning up the wick a little bit. And nearly touching Blaney and Larson. 3 playoff runners running at the front. And then Michael McDowell. Basically, we have, I think, 7 playoff contenders inside the top 8, and it's only McDowell who's stopping that in 3rd place at the moment. No, yeah, he's just going to head into 4th. Well, this is just insane, Jack. 1 accident and it changes the championship.
Exactly. 1 accident can change a title in NASCAR. It's insane. Like, look at 2022's finale. Chase Elliott spun out by Ross Chastain, you have to remember. Oh, I consider it a late block. But that basically ended Elliott's championship. I think Elliott late blocked personally. I know his fan base will disagree with me. But that was my take on that incident. But as you can see, one incident which completely changes the story of a season. That is the thrilling thing about these playoffs.
Still got TV pictures, thankfully. Yeah, it is. Anything can happen in the next half hour, which is something that I always love saying. I need some carpet in here so I can commentate with my shoes off, because my shoes are giving me such jip right now as well. It really hurts. So I need some carpet that I can lay down on the floor and I can stand on. I used to commentate barefoot when I was in the other commentary box, and I still do if I'm in Com Box B. But only here I have to put shoes on, and it really hurts because it's a stone floor. As side by side, Larson on the high line trying to take second place away from Austin Cindric. They're side by side in the backstretch coming into 3 and 4. Pit in is here as well. 28 degrees of banking through this part of the track, as I've said before. So they've just got to take it nice and slow. And Larson really putting the energy down. He's going to stay side by side with Cindric, but this is going to be Larson in second place across the line. Not bad then, JT, on this front as well. It's going to be good racing to the end.
Yeah, not bad at all, as here comes Chastain down low on Logano. Logano gets that place back, but will Chastain fight back on the low side as McDowell moves from the high to the low side? That allows Logano to charge around the outside of McDowell.
Yeah, still can't hear any audio in the background. Napa batteries. Carrying some touring cars. NASCAR non-stop as well, with the ads running side by side. Apparently, this is also going to be a permanent feature over in America now as well. That they'll just have ads side by side. They're testing it ahead of next season to try and keep up with Amazon and TNT, because TNT are apparently going to do the non-stop throughout as well. So they're just testing this at the moment with the NASCAR non-stop,
These ads have got me intrigued.
Yeah, it's a fire and rescue advert. To be fair, I think we should. I think everybody agrees with us. Next commercial break, let's turn up the fader and listen to some American ads during the racing. I'd love to know what they are as well, because we listen to it on mute.
I am disappointed that that was not an advert for New Fire Show. In fact, it was an advert for something else. As Fire Country. I don't know if you've been watching it, but it's been really good. Anyway, back to full screen and straight to McDowell's bumper cam around the outside of Alex Bowman, who is on the low side with Ross Chastain deciding what lane he wants to go in. Further back, is Joey Logano trying to go to the low line? No, he isn't. It's Byron who moves up to the high line, and look at the charge that the high line has got.
Really, it is getting up to grips, isn't it? We saw it yesterday. They've got some charge, and this is actually doing well. Larson and Cindric have been able to go side by side for so long now. Blaney's sort of just keeping up ahead, and I suppose Jack as well. The longer they rubber in both lanes during the race, the better the race is going to be in stage 3.
Yeah, exactly. More rubber, and therefore more grip onto the racetrack. We can see a few cars going for that higher lane. Larson side by side with Austin Cindric. Who's that behind him? That is another Hendrick there. Yeah. That is William Byron, who I think has won at Atlanta in this super speedway format before. We got a few drivers who are pretty good here up front.
Yeah, and they're all holding it through. In the playoffs, those losing points, Truex, Suarez, Keselowski, and Hamlin. So even Denny Hamlin, with him starting at the back, not looking like he's going to have a good Atlanta, might have to go to the Glen next weekend. USRN taking you through that one with Watkins Glen, because it's on exactly the same time as the season finale of IndyCar at Nashville, and we're covering Nashville as it's the title decider. So USRN will take you through the second stage of the round of 16 NASCAR playoffs. I presume as many people as possible on that broadcast, as we hear from the pit lane with David Burns.
Free on the radio. Choppy free. He was not happy with the handling of this race car. Now, if you're Chris Gabehart, Steve, and you do get that chance to pit, what would you do for him? Would you do something as risky as a no tire change stop and try to leapfrog him forward? But a lot of guys are going to be thinking that too for this first stop.
Well, with 60 laps burned of an 80-lap gas tank, I think you're absolutely going to take tires because.
Well, yeah, it's tyres only, not fuel. Why take fuel? 80 laps is the distance. Jack, you could easily just take the tyres and go. Oh, maybe even just 2 tyres.
Maybe so. At the end of the day, oh, you can look at Carl Larson. Sorry, right on the back of Ryan Blaney, and Larson had to let off, I think, there because Blaney threw the block. But no, yeah, obviously pit stop not my area of expertise in motorsport, but I think you could very easily just maybe try and run this stage without pitting.
Oh, look at Bowman now in the tow with Cindric, who is just nearly taking each other out on the way in towards turn 3. Larson now on the high line with Blaney down low, coming over into the trial section here at Atlanta. And this starts the 44th lap of the race. And they are so close together as they come down into 1 and 2. They've got to be just taking a little bit of care now, because one upstage, one mistake, and you will be severely in trouble. We have so many. It's only Ross Chastain who are Ross Chastain and Michael McDowell inside the top 10 who aren't in playoff eligibility right now, and that means we've got 8 drivers in the playoffs running up front. Atlanta being the season opener for the playoffs really is throwing the cat amongst the pigeons. Cindric to second on the low line. Larson losing out massively now. Was running with Blaney, but I think he had to step up again. And now the entire field getting bunched up to go 2 by 2. Well, this is just the recipe for the big one to happen, isn't it? There we go again, then.
You love a big one sometimes. It's part of the magic of super speedway racing. You kind of just love a big one, and Chastain's kind of carving his way through the field, I've just realised.
Yeah.
He's got 1 plate race win in his Cup Series career, which came at Talladega 2022. That was only his 2nd ever win. Only a few weeks after his first career win, which was at Kota in 2022 as well.
Let's take a look again. There's Chastain going down low, Byron up high, Larson and Blaney over 2nd and 3rd position, still swapping over. Chase Elliott's come out of nowhere as well to move into it as well. Having the gold lines, it's quite distracting because you don't know who is actually in and out of the playoffs. I'd rather have a little dot alongside them rather than the line underneath, because you look at Chastain and you expect to see one. It's quite weird as you take a look at the foot pedal and the teleprompter. You see how they're riding the brake, but they're not pressing it. They've got their foot so hard on the throttle, just a little touch there as we ride on board with the Coca-Cola number 9 Chase Elliott. That's a great camera angle.
Yep, across the line, the leaders go. And Chase Elliott moves up to 6th on that pass lap in the main field. Chase Elliott charging on as he started, I believe, 15th, so he's gained 9 positions. Denny Hamlin isn't happy.
Oh, why?
With his car, to say that he has only moved 3 positions in this stage, from 38th to 35th, saying that his car is really bleeping loose, and Chase Elliott is saying he can move up the track to the top because they're all driving sideways, and whoever can get their car able to do so would drive through the field, so it's all good there.
All going well then, isn't it, to be all considered?
Classic NASCAR.
Yeah, they're just playing. I muted that. I was checking Abu Dhabi sports channels as we see them going side by side. There's still nothing? No, nothing.
Olympics right now, I think.
Yeah, they are. How many lead changes in this one? How many so far? We're going to go side by side again. Do we turn up the audio? Philip says please don't. We'll mute it and throw it back. Well, I hate it when there's nothing to hear, because it's just like, it stops you dead in the broadcast. It's like the old days when we didn't have track noise. You sort of get used to hearing.
I would do it, but USN have beat you to it.
Yeah, USRN just always nick JT's pictures. God forbid he's not here for it. Well, what on earth is going to happen when you get... Actually, are you going to be back in time to cover Talladega?
No, I'm doing it from the car.
Oh, yes, that's right, yeah.
And then I'm joining my laptop halfway through, hopefully.
And then you've got to try and get me involved in that from a hotel room. Actually, honestly, I might just skip Talladega completely and just go to sleep for that one.
Even though you said you were definitely doing the second Talladega because you were sad that you missed the first one.
Yeah, but we're at Brands Hatch. So I want Brands Hatch over that. Still debating whether or not we cover the MotoGP test tomorrow with live timings only, because that always is popular. And
I would.
I would as well, because even if we have to do Azerbaijan on JBMotorsports 2, we're booming over on JBMotorsports 2 at the moment. So it's kind of a win-win, no real loss, is it? Might do that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got the third channel. I might do that, actually. Yeah, so stay tuned.
Even if you put it on JB2, it should still do well.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the ad revenue, selfishly. Because
True.
I need to, because I have, well, you know, JT, what's coming in, but Megan is helping me with that, and I would like to get that back to her ASAP as they come through. Still looking at what's coming up in the NASCAR series as well. So many great venues. Watkins Glen is next week at the same time. So that's on USA Network as well. As we come back to audio, we're seeing Blaney with Larson as they come through. Yellow flags are flying. Don't know where at the moment, but the full course caution is out with 6 to go in stage 1 here of the QS400. Don't know where it's come from though, JT.
Being told big wreck, I'm told.
Oh, well, what on earth's going on now then? Henrik's dropped down in number 31, but our TV pictures were in sync with the timing screen.
They're 1 lap behind Josh.
No, even TS. Well, we'll have a look, see what happens.
Because the left screen is complete.
Well, hang on then. Over the line we go.
That's slow. Oh!
Haven't seen it. Yeah, we go. What happened there with Larson? Kyle Larson
Oh,
in the
he's
wall.
collected as well.
Oh, big one now. Larson's in real trouble.
All collected.
I will not be surprised if this is a red flag situation. Kyle Larson, middle of the banking of turn 2. The car snaps up high into the wall and smashes in big time and then gets collected. A huge impact for Kyle Larson, the leader of the playoffs at the moment. 4 victories, and Briscoe is involved. Briscoe is out as well. He is done for the day. So let's watch Larson, and it looks like Jackie just snaps mid-corner. That's a suspension failure, isn't it?
I don't know if he has. I think he has something. Oh my goodness, the hit.
Blaney.
Oh.
Briscoe hits him.
What? Goodness me.
Larson
That
wins.
is a nasty hit. I don't know if he blows a tyre or something, but he just goes. Like, that's one of the hardest hits I think I've seen in this next-gen car. And I'm glad to see him out the car. Look, here we go.
Here he is on board.
It's Luke. Bang.
Yeah. Something failed there. Had to have. And then a secondary impact from Briscoe. Oh! Right in front of our camera. That looked like a tyre failure. That's going normally. Snaps. And that's a tyre failure. 100% tyre failure. I would not be surprised if that's a stoppage.
Briscoe is done.
Yeah, Briscoe's out of the race. Larson is definitely out of the race. That's your playoff championship leader out in a huge wreck. That car can't be salvaged. That's done. So he's going to be in the backup car for Watkins Glen. And there's oil on the track, and there is a lot going on. And yeah, we know that Briscoe's out of the car, okay. Larson, I'm yet to see get out of his own steam, but there is oil, so I would
Larson is out of the car.
that's good news, but look at the amount of oil and fuel. I think this will be a red flag. Do you think, JT, this will stop it?
I am gonna try and get the acoustic radio up, put it in whatever ear I have left to listen to.
Save your breath, JT. I've just realised I can do it for you. So I'll
Alright.
log it in and get it on. No sign of the red flag yet, but we will keep an eye on it. Horrible red flag barrier. Horrible. So, as we are under caution, no sign if this race will be stopped or not after a truly
This will
horrendous...
end the stage, definitely.
Oh yeah, so I reckon they'll take the stage with 3 to go and then they'll stop the race and bring them back in. I mean, that makes the most sense, doesn't it?
We'll see.
Really hard hit. I did not like how that just shot up the track with no explanation. It was too hard and too scary. Larson has 0 luck on super speedways as well. Happened last time, if I remember correctly. So I'm just trying to log in. I can't log in for some reason. Where's the... yeah, sign in. Come on. So yellows are out at the moment. The drivers are still circulating out the circuit. They have not been called down to pit road as of this time. JT, you're seeing the pictures more than us. What are you seeing?
Just the cars circulating round. We've got blowers high on turn 1. And we've got crews in turn 2 and the backstretch.
Let's hear the officials' radio now. We've opened that up on the radio.
Back to the billboards, right around the Geico billboard over in turn 2.
So this is the officials' radio that we have in sync.
J2 is at the start of the fluid.
Yeah.
All 3 cleanup vehicles are coming your way.
Let's check in what the drivers are saying.
Welcome to my world.
Here's the round of 16 drivers.
Didn't understand what he said there.
Yeah, I didn't catch it there.
So they're the drivers trying to talk to each
Yeah,
other.
staged up top here in 1.
So let's hear the all scan from every driver in the field now. This is the busiest channel, isn't it, JT?
Copy.
Kyle Larson is out. We are under yellow.
J2, give them room to get a run at it to get started early before you see it. Make sure you get it all covered.
Sounds like they're going to stop this one, JT, and clean up the track a bit. Larson's out, and we wait to
Move
see.
up another lane for his cleanup vehicle.
So that's trying to get them out of the way. We're going to end stage 1.
Start applying right through there.
Yeah.
Start applying right there.
So there's Carl Perry. And Dale Jarrett.
Second cleanup vehicle, you apply as well. All that streak will drop you onto the other side. Third cleanup vehicle, drag a broom through it.
See race control frantic to get that sorted.
Atlanta J, you're clear out racetrack direction. I'll bring you all the way around and join you with the Buffaloes.
I quite like.
Elgin, you go to work, start sweeping on it once you get to that location.
Yeah, I like that, JT. You can hear so much more info going on, but no sign at the moment they're going to stop the race. But surely they've got to.
Just turn it off in the final 10 laps so it doesn't spoil the winner.
Good point. I don't like how that incident was too big. It was almost not a big one, but a real nasty accident. Did not like that.
It was the big one, solo edition.
Let's open up Ryan Blaney's radio then. He's about to win stage 1 here. As they come across the line to take the green checkered. 200 laps to go. NBC isn't going to bother showing it.
Still close.
Because the checkered will show to end the stage, even if it's behind caution. And a hard hit for Larson there. Not nice into that wall. So it's just how much it snaps mid-corner. And it hits in such an angle that the fire erupts because it's punctured the engine. And then, Briscoe flies in.
All right, well, when you come around, remember your steering wheel marks.
There we go.
Farther apart than normal.
Stage 1 wins Ryan Blaney and gets crucial playoff points added in. That's stage 1 done for the playoffs here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Several drivers going to take stock here as we continue to go.
Towards the back, coming around us.
let's open up the officials' radio then, JT, and see what they're going to do. I think red flag, but we haven't seen that yet because there's an awful lot of work to be done in cleaning up that track with oil.
Yeah, they're doing it at the moment without a red, but we shall see.
So, as things stand, let's take a look at the playoff points because it will be Ryan Blaney on 268.
Green up twos, we need to reapply for distractor brooms.
Yeah, right. Will Byron will be on 254.
Distractor brooms. We also need to clear up truck in front of safe 2 on the back stretch prior to where the 14 keep their rest. So this is spot.
So it's
10-4, they're all coming to you now. 15's last one, go by, clean up vehicles, and move back up. Get back to that first hash mark. All 3 tractor brooms, then go to work on the spots that you guys choose, so we'll call it up for you.
just leaving that on for now.
Belgian, you follow them through again, and Buffalo's will go to work as soon as they get through it. Caution car, give me 5. Buffalo's starting to go to work now. Atlanta 1, you can fire up.
So, as they come through, the 4 in trouble, that's going to be Daniel Suarez, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Briscoe. They're the line drivers at the front there in terms of the playoffs, JT. So that's going to be quite an interesting situation when we go back to green to see how...
Atlanta, get caught up with the Buffaloes. I want you to drop down so your left side's right on the white line. Buffaloes leave the high side. The fuel will pass to your high side when they get to you.
Okay, well, we're going to take a breather, and we're going to hand back to NBC.
By Toyota. Let's go places. There it is, downtown Atlanta. Midtown, Buckhead, all the various areas of the ATL. And we're about just under an hour's drive south of that here in Hampton, Georgia. Stage 1 is complete, and Steve, Jeff, that's a car that's not getting any points. And look at them on the left. And the ones who have been the valued winners of Stage 1. And it is Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson out of this race.
And this is where Kyle Larson's regular season is what he's going to have to lean on. You see him still 13 above. That's because of all of those playoff points he earned by winning races and stages. Briscoe, on the other hand, all the way down in 16th. Now, look, if you're a Chase Briscoe fan, don't throw the towel in yet. Remember, we still have 199 laps to go in this race. And currently, we have basically 9 playoff drivers inside the top 11. It could finish that way, or we could have multiple playoff drivers in the garage at the end of this. We don't know. And if you're Chase Briscoe, you're hoping, you don't wish bad luck on anyone, but it wouldn't hurt your feelings if you saw a few more playoff drivers have issues.
He got to within 21 of the end in February, where he said, I was on the wrong side of a 3-wide battle, and then he got crashed out there as well. He was feeling really buoyant about this. Have a look at the graphic in the bottom left. It's not it doesn't paint a pretty picture here recently at Atlanta.
Well, it doesn't, and I think that shows you why everybody came into this race scared. They're afraid of this event. These first 3 races, Steve, are very volatile racetracks. Atlanta, Watkins Glen, Bristol, they're all concerned. They think this is the craziest round of the playoffs, and this is why. You don't see Kyle Larson typically have these kind of issues on a normal racetrack. He's not even real sure what happened, Dave.
Well, let's ask him right here. I'm glad to see a smile on your face. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thankfully, everything held up well inside the car. So, yeah, that was a huge hit. Not really sure, what caused it. I was actually sort of, tight, loaded in the corner. And then that was pretty far around the corner and just stepped out. So, yeah, I don't know. It just all happened really fast.
Were you trying to save the car at that point? Was it loading weird to you on that lap?
What's that?
Was it loading weird? Were you trying to save the car at all?
No, I was already loaded in the corner, just got loose, and then, when you're spinning or getting ready to spin, you got to turn right. Just it overcorrected, I guess. So, just a bummer. We'll see kind of how everything shakes out after the day, and then go on the Watkins Glen, try and have a good night.
Yeah, you came in with the most playoff points. This is affecting it now.
Obviously.
Yeah, he'll move on to Watkins Glen, guys.
Well, there's nothing else to say about that other than that was a very fortunate escape for Kyle Larson to see him walking around and being able to talk to Dave. And anyway, let's get back to it. He'll move on. We'll see him at Watkins Glen, as Dave said. Let's get down to pit road. It is busy. Let's head there now.
48, Alex Bowman brings his car in. The car was loose to start, tight at the end of the run. Was wondering if they would be taking drivability away. They believe the adjustment they're going to make will keep him where he is. It drives well and it's fast, Marty.
Second in stage one for Austin Cindric, who said he's tight to start but got better as the run went. And then he said, honestly, I feel like I'm better than the cars around me. Ryan Blaney told us earlier this week, I want to control the race from the front. Stage one, check, just a little bit too free for Blaney. And you saw all these cars waiting on fuel longer. Stage two coming up.
Tell you what, whether it's all the rumours swirling about him potentially losing his job, whether that's angered him or fired him up, but Alex Bowman, he's been in the mix. His teammate had a rough day. Bowman grabbed 2 spots on pit road, the race off, and that 48 Ally car is looking good. Not a great day for the 5 camp at Hendrick Motorsports, but the others are running well.
Clean up, so you're to the inside, take it home.
Yeah, well, they're doing a good job cleaning it out there, JT, aren't they, at the moment? And I suppose that's a good thing. We might be able to get this one sorted soon. But BJ McLeod's taking the lead from and now Alex Bowman's in there too.
Atlanta just heard the picker for speed stay with the Buffaloes.
Buffalo Wings?
Pick up your speed, Atlanta 1. Also with the just Buffalo down the backstretch. Stay clear of the entrance to pit road.
Always nice to hear the officials radio. Go on, JT.
Hello.
Move up just above the double white line, Atlanta Jet.
We've not got time to talk with this on, do we? It's quite funny.
Caution car, how's the racetrack look to you?
Oh, hello, go. This is going to be fun.
The racetrack is staying ready, sir.
There we go.
Ready to race. Good work from the team. That's amazing from the AMR safety crew. And all the marshals around this place as well. Interesting. Oh, did I just get shushed by the officials? Did I just get shushed by the...
19 and 16 were both too fast on pit road. 16 was too fast in section 5. 19 was too fast in section 6. So it all started at the tail.
Interesting. Kyle Larson and Chase Briscoe.
Buffalo's you clear straight across. Atlanta, you can power down. So all the Buffaloes take it back to your location.
Yeah, Kyle Larson and Chase Briscoe have been released from the medical centre. They are okay. I think that's great, Jack, after that accident.
Yes, absolutely. Horrific accident. Yeah. Just not a nice crash to witness at this track. I hate seeing those sorts of ones. The T-boned. Absolutely hate seeing it, and I'm glad to see. I think we just have to praise the safety of this car. I know that there's been controversy about the safety of the car ever since it got introduced, but I think that the safety just has to be shown.
There will be 1 to go when they get here. 1 to go when they get here. This will be the lap to choose. The 16 and 19 will start at the tail. Both are too fast on pit road.
So we're back in with the action. Let's check in NBC as we get ready for the green lights to come back on.
Interview with Briscoe coming.
Under his own power now, Chase Briscoe as well, trying to avoid what was happening in front of you. What'd you see?
Yeah, I saw the 5 car kind of just sitting there, and I was trying to slow down and tried getting left, and as I was trying to slow down and turn left, I was just kind of inching my way closer and closer to the yellow line, just couldn't get low quick enough, and just, I mean, KO'd him. So, yeah, unfortunate for sure. Now it puts us in a must-win situation, and, you know, it was in a must-win situation last week, too, so just got to, go to Watkins Glen and Bristol, which are 2 really good tracks for us, but, yeah, definitely unfortunate. I thought our Hendrick Tractor Sport was going to be pretty good, and that is kind of unfortunate in Darday.
Are you physically 100%, and how's your spirit?
Yeah, I'm good. The car's obviously tore up. My groin hurts a little bit. That was a big hit, but other than that, yeah, I'll be all right.
All right, move on to the next race, guys. You've got a little work to do now. Must win. What do you think?
Well, as he said, these tracks, all 3 tracks actually, in his opinion, laid out pretty well for him. So we'll see.
Well, I know it feels like a must-win now, but I don't know if it is, right? I think there's still a lot of races to try to put that lead on again.
Well, in a must-win situation, Diff, he absolutely had a monumental night in Darlington last weekend.
2 things he said. Now, his mum and dad go to the races quite often, but they made a last-minute decision to go to Darlington to see this. And he said winning in the number 14 and then getting a phone call from Tony Stewart was just the icing on the cake.
A career drive, in my eyes, and those are the kind of moments that define a career for a young driver. I know he's been around for a while, but he's still trying to establish himself. Remember, he's replacing Martin Truex Jr. next year at Joe Gibbs Racing. So now he walks in the door as a proven winner. You see the 19 car coming down pit road serving a penalty.
Well, speeding the first time too fast, so they'll probably come down now and get a little bit more fuel just to try to shorten their green flag pit stop if it's required. If we don't get a yellow, they will have to pit in this next stage. But Christopher Bell, they didn't get their car full as well, but Marty, looked like there was fire in the box after he left.
Yeah, it was an eventful pit stop, Steve. You see the fire right there. They also kind of got blocked in by the 41. And in the middle of all that, they didn't get the car full, so they had to come back down pit road to get it full here for the 20 car. He was in 14th. Now he's going to be all the way towards the back of the pack.
I don't know what has changed or what we're seeing that's different, but seems like over the last couple months there have been more fires on pit road. We saw Suarez's car burn up at Daytona. It's something I hope NASCAR takes a look at, because I'm not sure I know the answer, right? We saw the Suarez one was off a backfire, but that right there, that's a lot of fire around the dump cans.
What about yesterday?
Yeah,
what about
right.
yesterday in the Xfinity Series race with Sam Mayer?
There was another one there as well. I mean, it's always been a part of the sport, and I'm sure everybody will take a look at it and try to prevent. You see those stage points, all those yellow highlighted drivers or playoff drivers. Truex from last to 9th to score 2 stage points will have to go back to the field again with that speeding penalty.
All of that good work undone. For those of you just turning on, welcome. This is the Quaker State.
Coming ready for the next one. Green, green, green. Stage 2 of the QS 400 at Atlanta. We're racing. Cindric gets a good start. Bowman's on the high line down towards the triangle section. That's going to be the careful factor to try and remember and consider in as they fly down low. Good restart, JT, and that's the important thing. Cindric going out front. Pushed by Blaney. Bowman trying to come down the low line. Hasn't worked out. So once we look at Ricky Stenhouse Jr. coming up into 3rd. Pushing Bowman up.
Yep, and here comes Byron on the low line, who is going to get back, and look at Bowman, who was looking to go down to the low line but didn't, and that could have ended up in a big one at the front, as we have Cindric at the front, side by side with Bowman as we cross the line. Bowman round the outside for the lead.
Fantastic restart. Look at that, 3 wide further back. They've cleaned up the track nicely. You can see there's still some oil dust on the line there, Jack, and that's going to be causing visibility issues coming out of turn 2. Cindric leads.
Yeah, Cindric into the race lead here, battling with Bowman, 2 people who I think could win their way into the next round. Both of them, I would say, the worst drivers of the teams that they are on, but still very good racers. I think that, yeah, I haven't got much more to add to that, but it's just interesting seeing those 2 battle it out.
Well, we've got so many of the playoff drivers inside the top 10, with so many of them having won. Now, it does put Suarez, the first one, down, but now Hamlin and Suarez level on points at the moment. Now Hamlin losing out. That's Hamlin down in 22nd position at the moment. Suarez, well, I can't actually see where he is. Daniel Suarez is in 12th position. So they're losing out just a few playoff points at the moment. 189 laps to go. Riding on board with McDowell, Logano, Hamlin and Elliott on the board there, JT. And there's a lot more side by side in the centre pack.
Yeah, and wow, we've not seen this before. 5 screen.
Like that. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
They could fit more if they put them like right next to each other.
They could have 1, 2, 3, 6 screen, yeah. And the big one. That's where I think that the Formula 1 pit lane channel went wrong. They could have done it so well, and yet it was bad. And it still is bad to this day. That's why I like the Sky Battle screen, if you use that during the race, because you do get the multiple screen onboards, and it looks so much better. And it gives you more info. And then also, me and Megan like choosing between drivers on the onboards, much like you can on the NASCAR app.
So that you can curse everyone, yes.
Yes. We've had Lando Norris in both Monza and the Netherlands when he started from pole, and he has not led on the opening lap because we know it's going to be the best view to see who passes him. It's Baku next week, so we'll be fine. I love hearing that noise. Oh, that's good. It's so good.
Nothing is better than the sound of those cars.
There's just something about the air. So holding on at the moment. Cindric leading Blaney. Bowman. Byron down in 5th as well. Steinhaus just holding it up at the front. Truex in 19th, by the way, and he has qualified. And right now he's not in the playoff faction. He's 7 points back to Harrison Burton, who's going to get through. We will keep you running on that because we'll also have the data screen for who's in what places at the relevant races. So whoever's going to be eliminated when we get to the last round of 12. Where is that last round of 12 race? Because I know it's Watkins Glen next week. What's the week after? I would say loading up the... Bristol.
Yeah.
Get in, Bristol, because we have the camera on the track, which means that I can take a seat in the commentary box and we can just show that for the entire race.
Yeah, so, where is it? Round of 16 is Atlanta, Watkins Glen, knockout race, Bristol.
Yeah.
Round of 12, Kansas, Talladega, knockout race, Roval. Round of 8 is Las Vegas, Homestead, Miami, knockout race, Martinsville, and then the championship for Phoenix.
Bristol's my favourite race on the calendar just because we've got that amazing webcam that we can have on the circuit.
And it's a half midnight start for us.
It was my favourite until I just heard that news. 2 weeks' time's going to be fun. I'll just bang my head in silence. It's fine. Totally
But
fine.
it is our last night race of
NASCAR.
the year.
Well, for you. Some of us have got
For NASCAR.
Yeah, but some of us got MotoGP and we've got an F1 night race.
Yeah,
At
for
Las
NASCAR,
Vegas.
which are like the stupidly late night races.
Yes, the ones that go until 4 a.m. in the morning and you pray for merciful death. Yes.
Yeah.
Like last week.
Correct.
At least we've got a super speedway to wake us back up this week. It's only 9 o'clock. Go on.
Last week I didn't have school. This week I have school.
Very true. You're at college.
School, still.
Still college?
I'm not in college until next year.
I'm confused.
I'll explain to you later.
He's used the Doctor Who line on me. I have just got a bit worried though. Anyone want to know why I've got a bit worried?
Go on.
I spotted, just before the end of stage 1, a massive spider on the wall. I now just remembered that spider, and I've looked up and I can't see it.
Baby spider, what?
Have fun.
It was massive as well.
Long story short, I'll explain more later after the broadcast. Long story short, I got pushed back a year.
Ah, man. Well, it makes sense because it's been out for a year.
Yeah.
I cannot see this spider, and I am very worried that it is now in my commentary box.
You need to get the umbrella.
Umbrella? I need a bloody baseball bat for the size of that thing. Aragog from Harry Potter was smaller than that thing.
I've got an umbrella for my tripod now. It worked. No idea how it worked because, well, Saturday night I was going to use it because I was out in the middle of nowhere with no cover, and I was going to use it, and that would be the first test. Hey, I forgot my SD card. And then today, when it was raining, I was at the top of a metal bandstand in thunder and lightning. So yes, I was covered, but I was escaping death.
Remind me not to stand near you when we go to Brands Hatch. Just as an interest. Because last time you were at Brands Hatch, you had a Porsche flying towards you.
Yes, I did.
We are, by the way, 100% doing a race from there. And that area, and doing a practice session. That's going to be fun.
We could have one person at the bottom of the island, one person at the top of the island.
That is also the plan. Although, the one thing I'm worried about is that how we'll probably all have to stand together for the final race, because after that we have to all go onto the grid. And go and do the podium stuff and all that lot.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. And I've already got it. If Tom Ingram is the champion, we get the word after ITV. So that's great.
we are just gonna barge straight in before Alan Hyde.
I've already done that once this year, Alan Hyde. I don't think I'll get away with doing it again. Do you remember that final? By the way, there's nothing happening in front. The final touring car race. I wasn't even live. I just
Day
barged
2
in.
podcast mode.
Yeah, I just barged in into the middle of the touring car people and said, "Can I just stop in? Thank you very much." And had a talk with Aidan Moffat, and then all of a sudden it's the best interview because Jane Edwards just comes flying in and hops onto him as well.
Do you want the feature of the Stage 2 podcast that we seem to do every single
Go
week?
on then.
Northern Lights update. Tonight, absolutely nothing. It's cloudy everywhere and the stats are pathetic. But there is a enhanced solar winds which will arrive late Monday to early Tuesday, and we will find out an hour before that if the conditions are favourable or not favourable.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
So it could happen Monday night to Tuesday morning. What's the next random piece of info we normally do on a Stage 2 podcast? Too good to go. No, I don't have any this week.
Jack, what have you got for us? Anything from where you are?
What in particular do you want?
Anything. Because they're all just going 2x2 fuel saving at the moment.
Only other thing I have from me personally is I did my first adults refereeing match earlier today, so that was nice.
Congratulations.
Went well, I thought. But other than that, there's not much from the world of Jack, I'm going to be completely honest.
A world of stock cars. Nope, hold on.
We are in stock. Oh, okay, JT's moonlighting. He's been sent over. Yeah, he's looking at it. He's been sent over to USON. Jackson Lambrose is over there at the moment. Go on, Jack.
Well, I think the rest of us are now just all rooting for a BJ McLeod race win.
I'm so glad you said McLeod after that, because from that sentence, what you said,
oh, for God's
that's
sake.
going to be taken very much out of context.
It's the kind of thing JT would clip.
JT is
Hello,
probably already going to clip that.
I'm hearing my name everywhere. I will probably clip that later. 151 won the Briscoe F2 Stock Cars Grand National today. New Saloon ORCI Championship.
I've just seen.
Winner. Go on.
I've just seen the Spider. It just fell in between the gap in the monitors, and it's now crawling back up. I'm gonna take a photo of it and send it in to the Discord.
Alright.
It is just on the lead. Hang on a minute. Let's go right up to the television.
So yeah, in the National Saloon Stock Cars, the new championship winner for the ORCI Championship, 277, won that one. 654 won the final for the Briscoe F2 Stock Cars, and for the World Final at Taunton later on in the month, Saturday, I believe it's the 28th of September, semi-final 1 gets the inside line, semi-final 2 gets the outside line for that one.
I've just sent in the comms
183 won semi-final 1, and number 7 won semi-final 2. And for the third year running, Josh,
yes,
it is a 183 and 7 front row for the World Final.
Oh!
3 years running, it's happened.
I like that.
Oh my god, that is massive.
I know! It's on the lead. I can see it now. It's terrifying me.
That is your Josh's stock car update.
92 of 260, 32 of 110. Sorry, 100 laps.
It actually makes sense that we have a stock car update in a stock car race.
It does, to be fair. Yeah. Truex has managed to move up a few places, by the way. So he's now into the playoffs, round of 12. Currently facing elimination, Burton, Keselowski, Hamlin and Briscoe. Excuse me, Briscoe. But Briscoe's
Coming up on next week's stock car update will be the 1300cc stock cars, Motor Parts Direct Super Series round, the classic hot rods, and UK Barn Finds historic stock cars with the Ninja Karts as well.
How, considering that you're on with IndyCar with me, or are you going NASCAR with them, and Jackson's stuck with me?
We'll work it out.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend. Something tells me that we're going to have to...
I am here because I get home before it all kicks off because it's a 12 PM to 4 PM meeting.
Yes. I'm not going to say this is like Daytona Stage 1 because that was exciting, but Stage 2 here in Atlanta, just a little bit... I don't want to say...
Am I assigned to IndyCar or am I assigned to NASCAR stream?
Oh, NASCAR. You're doing NASCAR stream, aren't you? So, yeah. Yeah, so you're NASCAR. You're streaming NASCAR. I'm going to ask you a question here, JT.
Go on.
Have you set up the way I have it now?
Probably not. I haven't touched it in a long while.
Yeah, no. We'll deal with it during a qualifying or a practice session next week.
22nd of September, that stock car update's going to be good. Well, 21st. Wait, no. Yeah. Wait, am I here?
You are, because that's...
21st of September, yeah. That's going to be a very fun night. I get back from Mendips 2 hours later. I'm on a night race broadcast, so that will be the V8 Hot Stocks Championship of the World 2024.
3 wide, further back as well. There's now finally...
That's close.
That's the 43 trying to go through as well. Of Eric Jones. Finally, we're starting to get some action in this race. Just starting to close up again.
Owl, I wouldn't do that because then the whole box would set on fire.
Did he say burn it? Yeah.
I've sent a gift of a flamethrower.
I found a water gun. Do you want me to shoot it?
Oh, Josh. You are...
My mum would just use the pint glass.
I mean,
I don't even know if it fit in a pint glass, to be honest.
It is the
like how
power
I've
line.
played with Death twice today. I don't think you want to play with Death by shooting a water gun in a commentary box full of electricity and electronics.
It's on the power line as well.
That makes it even worse.
Shoot the water, an entire stream goes off.
Do you know what's even worse? Forget this commentary box needing to be cleaned. This commentary box needs to be blown up and rebuilt. It's that bad.
You know what's good? Justin Haley's in the top 10.
What?
Justin Haley's in the top 10.
Oh wow, he is actually, you're right. He's in 9th.
And do you also want to know what's good? Stenhouse Jr. hasn't crashed yet.
Oh, you've done it now, haven't you? You've done it now. He's inside the top 10. He's got so many playoff people around him. Are you sure you want to brave that?
Yes, because NASCAR is chaotic.
Well,
Stenhouse is kind of good at these tracks, I'll be honest with you. All his wins have come plate tracks.
He's side by side with Daniel Suarez right now. Somehow I don't think those two are the most reliable. But Suarez won here in Atlanta. Last time out. So this should be easy for him. Truex getting through. I need to sit down. Truex getting through, looking good. I don't know how to describe this race. Lap 100 of 260, by the way. So we've got 160 laps to go. We've done that in 1 hour and 5 minutes. So 2 hours 10 plus the 4. We're looking at 2 hours 40. So another hour 40 to go.
At least I'll get a reasonable night's sleep, unless if I press the red flag button. Haha!
I swear to God, JT, I've got I've got the disconnect. But then again, you'll just moonlight on USRN.
Yeah, and well, do I want to be slaughtered on the 5th and 6th of October? Yeah.
That true, but then again, we kind of need you to get to and from the circuit. So.
You're stuck there.
It's alright, I'm worried. I've got to plan it all. It's like, how the hell do I get there and to and from? I'm actually very nervous about that.
As Alistair Griffin said, just drive. Oh wait, you can't.
Exactly. Part of me saying let's just go down on the Sunday. Honestly, part of me is saying let's go. Let's leave Saturday to World Feed and go down on the Sunday.
Part of me is wondering it's just going to be me on the Saturday. Yay!
That
and Jeff,
too.
maybe.
Yeah. I might turn up on the Sunday. Travel down.
F1 advert. Here we are with Salesforce.
Oh dear. Well, this is going to be an interesting run. We've got 57 to go in this stage. Nothing is happening. They're all just backing up each other. Is it fuel or tyre runs? Because they're not wanting to risk it at the moment. This is what we always see in stage 2 at these tracks. Great side by side, but they don't push. They don't risk it. But it just takes one mistake and it's the big one.
They don't. Also, where was it? Saturday night. Caravan bangers where 13 innocent caravans. 12 and a half because one didn't have a roof and it was a half caravan. 13 innocent cars and 12 and a half innocent caravans.
No such thing as innocent caravans.
Took to the Ringwood Raceway. Now, there was 3 awards for the race. First car to get onto another car's trailer.
Right.
First car and trailer to finish the 6th lap race that the drivers wanted and the drivers asked for. It was originally going to be just a destruction derby, but the drivers personally asked for a 6th lap race and the first one to get across the 6 laps. And and then after the 6 laps into the destruction derby, where last car with a trailer on the back of it stands. Now, the stewards at the end of it kind of had a bit of a problem, Josh.
Yeah.
They were able to sort out last car with a trailer standing very easily.
But
By just destroying
the
it.
car that went on the trailer first, it was one of 2 or 3 cars. And, well, that 6 lap race that the drivers personally asked for didn't happen because they all messed up and crashed in turn 1 and no cars were moving at the start of lap 4.
right. So
the 6 lap race didn't actually happen. And to quote the steward for the drivers complaining that the gate was shut on them and they missed their races, the race steward said at other events like Speedworth Motorsports events and other events, they have 2 races to get ready. Here they have 5 races, so shut the gate and start the race.
Oh dear.
And also today, did I tell you about the loud pedal, Josh, or was that someone else?
You did not tell me anything about loud pedal.
Okay, so the steward at Aldershot today said to the saloon stock car drivers, because they had 2 pace laps, not 1, coming to the end of the first pace lap for the saloon stock cars ORCI Championship, the front couple of drivers started to get on the accelerator, so the steward came over the race receivers and told the drivers, you've still got another lap behind the pace car, so don't press the loud pedal yet.
So don't... Oh, okay. I quite like that. Don't press the loud pedal. That makes more sense to me, though. I like that.
And I just heard your name on the US event broadcast, so I'm listening in.
I'd love to know what the hell they were talking to me about.
You can ask Jackson.
Why? What's he saying?
I don't know. I missed it.
Well, ask them. You've got a microphone. Interrupt them.
Nah.
He's literally got a hotline to US event. Doesn't use it. Our colleagues over there.
I am too busy pouring a drink from my 5.5 litre drinks dispenser Josh.
Show off. Need one of those in the comms box. I need another table to put stuff like that
Oh,
on.
yellow.
Yeah, what's happened here? Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out. We're behind, remember. Thank you, debris. It's caution for debris. So no one is off. No one's in trouble. NASCAR's throwing it for debris. Seriously? Well, welcome to 10 minutes.
A phantom caution returned.
Yeah. That's ridiculous, isn't it? That's such a fake caution. That's probably because they were all running together.
Debris on the front stretch.
Unless the debris is a car flying upside down, we don't need a caution.
And me and JT literally said that exactly the same time, I thought.
We're working together too much.
Yeah.
So yellow, 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 yellow. Blaney takes second, and there's the debris.
Oh, that is a lot of debris.
It looks like a paper wrapper. It's down low. What the hell is that for? Oh, right, okay. Cautions are out then for debris. NBC.
Foreman Michael McDowell got off to a good start. Michael led the opening 29 laps before being shuffled back a little bit when the Team Penske teammates and the Hendrick boys came flying on up and pushed their way forward. So this debris will be cleaned up. We've got 46 to go in the second stage. Just about to say, you just got a quick shot, Jeff, of the 8 of Kyle Busch. Nobody in this field has had a last 3 races like Kyle Busch. 4th, 2nd, 2nd. Denied a win that would have vaulted him into these playoffs at the last 2 races at Daytona and Darlington. So keep an eye on just how far Busch can go forward. 14th at the moment, but he started to form up a pretty solid race. We'll keep an eye on the 8 as we go longer into this Quaker State 400.
Jeff, we have this great view on board with Chase Elliott. Bottom up is the car, upper left you see Chase, the right his feet. Take us through driver responsibility, using the brake a little bit to maintain pit road speed.
Yeah, this is the previous pit stop and just dragging that brake, trying to make sure he doesn't exceed pit road speed. And then when he starts to turn in, watch his right foot. Boom, boom. That's him downshifting. Never touches the clutch, right?
So he's in
He had it
neutral.
in neutral, so now he gets it clutch in first gear. And now he's waiting until he's told to go. Jack falls, that's the signal. That's when you roll.
That's such a great thing. Remember, in the old car, you just knocked it into neutral. Here, you kind of have to get that
What? Oh, he's talking to them. Never mind.
neutral. And then that heel toe, right? Get your right toe on the brake, right heel, keeping the engine revved up. Now the pedal setup also, when we talk about this, it's the same basically pedal design for each driver. Now your pad can change. You see that aluminum pad in the middle? That could be something that Chase Elliott likes that another driver may not, but it's a pretty fancy footwork.
Just had a quick shot of your old colleague, your old teammate, Alan Gustafson, crew chief for the 9 in his 20th season as a Cup Series crew chief.
Yeah, with these crew limits, the crew chiefs have to get off the pit box and help with the pit stops. I wasn't very big on up and down the ladder. I kind of just hung out up top, watched the action.
Bubba Wallace speeding on pit road to the tail of the field.
Oh.
All right, pit road's about to get busy. And Dave Burns is standing by. Davo, they're coming your way. Kick it off.
Lee, Alex Bowman, top of your screen there. Pretty happy with this race car. Was told to max save before that run. If you save fuel even before you're coming to pit road, you can lessen the fill time for the race car. So Fuel Man definitely going to work here. We'll see if they put any new tires on the 48. I don't think so, Marty.
Very short conversation between Austin Cindric and Brian Wilson. He said no complaints for the car, going to be fuel only for him, as well for his teammate Ryan Blaney, who said I need another half step on the last adjustment. Meanwhile, William Byron in short said the car is still too tight, but the rear grip is way better. So an interesting diversion point here, Steve. A couple of teams deciding to take right side tires. We'll see if those tires make a difference.
There's a bit of chaos on pit road as well. And the world's busiest airport, Hartsfield Atlanta International, not too far from where we are here. A lot happening in the ATL.
Told there was contact on pit road between Hocevar and Reddick.
Oh dear.
And Denny Hamlin and the 11 team are committed to hanging at the back until the final stage, and he will pit the second time around during this caution, not with the leaders. So is Ryan Preece.
Bell to the rear.
Oh, that's going to really hurt Christopher Bell then.
Outside the box.
Oh no. Gets worse, doesn't it? Why aren't we hearing this on the official radio?
I don't know.
got it
I
turned
mean,
off?
clearly
No.
Twitter's more official.
It has been playing. We are just not hearing it.
Brilliant.
The per usual. Got an F1 thing for you here, for you F1 fans. Are you ready for this? I find this quite interesting. Give me 1 second. I just need to change mics.
Alright.
Sorry, I needed to change microphones there. So, 2004, San Marino wins a football match. Ferrari wins the previous race. Ferrari 1-2 the following race. 2024, San Marino wins a football match. Ferrari wins the previous race. I think we know what's going to happen in Baku. I mean, history literally there. The silence from the team.
Yes. Because that's what we do best.
What were they on about, by the way, on USON?
They are doing one of their things. One of their features they do. Reddick had to pit again as he had damage from the Hocevar.
This is going to be interesting. Just
Trying to
having
find some footage.
Go on.
Just trying to find footage of the incident involving the two of them. Reddick and Hocevar.
Reddick had contact, yeah, he's saying on pit road.
That's what I was told. I haven't seen the footage yet, though. That's two of my favourite drivers, for God's sake.
Fight night cars out on the circuit, what?
Original.
That's earlier, good.
Pretty cool to have it here. By the way, that stars Kevin Hart, Terrence Howard, Taraji P. Henson, Don Cheadle, and Samuel L. Jackson. Pretty cool. Now, remember we said going to the break there was some chaos on pit road. Well, several cars were involved. Let's show you a replay, Jeff, of what went down with Tyler Reddick.
Here it is.
Reddick got in his pit box and everything was
Come
fine.
into the green.
Gets in there, follows Logano, comes in a little bit deep in his box. It would have been difficult to get around Logano, but when he leaves, 77 car, Carson trying to get in his box, and there's contact, Steve.
There is contact. This comes back to those gas onlys, right? Kind of gets the whole reference off. I think that the Spire car thought the 45 would be in there longer, maybe take tires. But in the end, I think it's up to the 45 to exit clearly. He kind of exits to the right. And here they are checking the toe. That's what that aluminum piece of materials for. They can align the front and rear tires. We'll have to see if there's any issues on the 45. You see him shaking it around.
Pace cars pulling off. They're forming up. Cindric versus Bowman. 42 to go in stage 2. 120 over 140. Penalty for Bell to the back. Green again at Atlanta. Good restart from Cindric. He'll keep it down low. Bowman on the high line going to lose out. Blaney will take second. The low line, the faster at this high one. Pitting outside the box for 20. We knew that was coming. And Jack, a good restart.
Yeah, absolutely. Clean as you like. And there is Cindric still leading. He's been pretty dominant this stage. Could he win his way into the next round, maybe?
That's always a possibility. Remember, if one of those playoff people wins, they automatically go through to the next round, and then everyone else just starts playing off for it. So basically, that's why we're seeing 7 of the 15 left in this race inside that top 7, JT. Well, they're literally all there with their gold stripes.
Yeah, your penalty vehicles for that last one was Wallace, Bell, and Hocevar, and we've got Reddick was asking if his toe link was good, and he is told it's perfect. It was just a mark on the front fender, so nothing significant for Tyler Reddick after that pit road contact. 3 wide in the mid-pack.
Austin Cindric earns his 2024 NASCAR Subseries Playoff 10th win and 2007 points. Just the 1 win, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s. He's led more than 135 laps in total. It was 135 coming into today. As things stand, you can add another 7 to that, so it's at 143 now. Lead laps in this season. Cindric at the moment will be 3rd in the playoff standings at 256 points. Those bottom cut-offs will take us to Briscoe in 16th, Hamlin 15th, Gibbs 14th, and Truex in 13th place at the moment. Burton above keeps it with those points at the moment. So it's really Blaney who's got the biggest win here, and he's in 3rd position as well, Jack. So Blaney just needs to keep going where he is.
Yes, but as shown on plate tracks, I think chaos can emerge, and at the end of the day, Blaney will probably want to win this. He missed out by 3 thousandths of a second last time to Daniel Suarez. I think he'll want to go on a little bit of a revenge tour here at Atlanta, as we like to call them.
King of the revenge. As we fly through, there's the spotter for Brad Keselowski, TJ Mayers.
Tackling, are you there? Outside. He's 2 outside, 2 outside. He's going to keep the middle. 2 outside, 2 outside, 2 outside, 2 outside. 1 outside, middle's open. 1 outside, middle's open. 2 outside, 1 outside.
I think I'd shoot myself if I had that all the time.
1 outside the 9, 3 wide behind him. Still the 9 right there. 2 apart out front. Just the 9.
Let's see.
Jack Majors at work there.
Go on, Jack.
Yeah, this is starting to get interesting. You're seeing 3 wide. This is getting towards the Atlanta we know from earlier in the season. Maybe we could get another 3 wide finish. Has that ever happened before, actually? 2 3 wide finishes at the same track in the same year?
The Oracle would know. I don't think it has. Certainly, we've had 2 and 3, haven't we? We had 2 3 finishes, haven't we? Earlier on this year, we had the closest ever. What was it, 1,000th of a second? Let's see if we can beat that. Let's have a dead heat.
1,000.
I want a dead heat at the line. That's what I want.
Want to know the rules for that?
Yeah, go on. Who is it?
Want to know what the rules to determine the winner? If it is a dead heat, it would go to the driver who led the most laps.
Which is why they're all hit out there. So at the moment, if it is a dead heat, the one who's led the most is the 34. Hang on a minute. Oh, it could be the 34.
The 2, I'd imagine.
It is the 2. Yeah, it's the 2. Bang on. So Austin Cindric, who is hit the front now. He has
led the most laps.
Hang on.
Yeah, led the most laps of the top 2. My bad.
Trying to work out actually how many he's led. 59. As look at the 43 of Eric Jones going up high. He's taken his own line and he's really opened it up. Brilliant from Eric Jones in the biggest movers. Him and Suarez up 21 and 22 places. Truex up 20 on the restart.
The Oracle has had a request of information sent to him.
Very nice. Steinhaus up in 8th, by the way. Get ready for him to cause the big one. He's with Todd Gilliland as well.
Wait, you have a go at me for saying that Stenhouse hasn't crashed yet, and now you're now you're doing it.
just pointing out the obvious.
It's Stenhouse. There's a reason why we call him Ricky Spinhouse Jr.
This Toyota advert, for some reason, is using Spirit in the Sky, which is a very obtuse song, considering it was a number 1 in 1970 in the UK. So, that is a very bizarre thing to use there. I am surprised about that.
And there is your normal
music.
NASCAR random bits of information you get.
We haven't even had 2 3-wide finishes in the same year.
Could have been Son of the Father. Oh, I don't know now. I'm gonna have to Google
Next
that
week.
now. Go on.
Next week we can tune into JB's Got Talent.
I don't know if it's Son of the Father or not. No, I don't know if it was Son of the Father. Or it was what I was thinking it was, which is Spirit of the Sky. Hang on, Spirit in the Sky.
So, while
you,
Josh
JT.
searches songs and tries his best to get us copyrighted, we are on board.
We can just erase
with,
it these days. It's fine.
I believe the number 9 of Chase Elliott. Yes, we are, as Joey Logano goes down the inside.
Yeah.
And it's Elliott side by side with Logano. Third row side by side,
Yeah.
fourth row, if you count Cindric out front. Go on.
Yeah, it's Spirit in the Sky. I am not doubting on my 1970s nostalgia. I am telling you now. I'm telling you right away. That's a 1960s one. I'll be staying for many a year. So, see, look, I would not be beaten by that. I'm not going to be. I know that song all too well, which is another song. Taylor Swift. And there's our Taylor Swift reference for the evening. I had to think about that for a second. It's been a long day. 3 wide, coming into turn 3, though, here at Talladega. Suarez moving up high. Byron's in the middle of that as we come back full screen. It's the
And there's me, like, I cannot escape from Everybody Wants to Rule the World, because they used it as the rolling lap
I know.
for the Briscoe F2
Banger, to be fair.
semi-final one.
I know, but we always hear it on the trackside at touring cars. It always plays so loud. And if you're standing near a speaker, you've got to really put your microphone right up to you in order so that you can hear it and not have anything else behind you.
Isn't it because it's like Alan Gow's favourite song or something?
It is Alan Gow's favourite song. I'm going to ask him now, actually, at Brands, and I'm going to corner him. He's quit smoking, you know. He started vaping.
This is the most laps Austin Cindric has ever led in a NASCAR Cup Series race. 106 starts.
Yeah, he's 135 laps led total, so he's really going for it today as we're past half distance. Hey! In less than 90 minutes.
Hey! Time precautions and red flags and stage 3.
Eric Jones is coming up the faller now.
Plus 25.
What is? Wow. 25 manoeuvres from Eric Jones. So he started way down in 30-odd positions. How's he done this?
Physics.
Eric Jones.
Yeah, because it's Eric Jones. The 40s club is doing something good for once.
Oh, you've done it now. You've done it now, because I'm looking at where Steinhaus is. He's dropped down to 12th, but he's outside. If he crashes, it's Gibbs, Truex, Bell, Reddick, Hamlin who are in trouble. Hamlin's dropped down to 31st place. Now 29th as the order rejigs itself. They're really in trouble.
Yeah, the 40s club is strong today. It is the 41 of Ryan Preece, the 42 of Hunter Nemechek, the 43 of Jones, the 44 of JJ Yaley, the 45
What's happened
of
to
Tyler
Chastain?
Reddick, the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and that's side by side, 3 wide. Was Chastain getting high?
Yeah, Chastain
Getting
went
high. And that was close.
He was just,
The
he
48 was
he had no speed, no power at all through 3 and 4, Jack. I know you saw it. Look, he's sinking. Chastain is sinking.
Chastain's going to cause the big one, I think.
Yeah, he's
He's
got no
so
power.
low. And I don't like to say this because Ross, he's been improving himself in terms of driving standards a little bit.
There,
Look, he drifts up the track, nearly puts Todd Gilliland into the wall there. And yeah, Chastain, he had a bit of a habit in the past for wrecking people. But currently, he's doing alright. Ooh, Justin
51.
Haley getting a little bit tight there.
Wait, look who we nearly hit. Look who was the reason he had to sit up. It's the 47 of Steinhaus. You were right.
And he almost collides with Kyle Busch as well.
Unbelievable stuff. Chastain's on the low line now. And he's closing back up. Cindric just happy leading at the front. Bowman and Blaney are swapping places twice over as they turn through 1 and 2 again. 28 degrees of banking down the backstretch. Cindric still leading. Bowman now second. And look at that, Burton still in the playoffs. It's Gibbs, Truex, Hamlin and Briscoe in trouble. We're going to have the big one soon, aren't we? I can feel it coming in this stage. Oh, and it was nearly caused there. Suarez lunging down low on the backstretch.
Goes below the line. I don't know if they have a yellow line rule at Atlanta, but it's a red line more than a yellow line, but it's called the yellow line rule. I don't know if they have it at Atlanta though. But he does, and they could argue he did get forced below the line by Logano. Looking at that point, I'd just turned Logano, but that's just me being a bit chaotic.
Interesting to point out here that Larson is classified ahead of Briscoe as under review is Suarez. You got it right, Jack. He went below that line, so Suarez is under review for cutting it. That could be big for him in the playoffs as well. And he's nearly doing it again.
Yeah, it's going to be all on whether they deem that either he went below the line himself to make the pass, or they deem that Logano pushed him under the line.
Yeah.
It's whether they deem it. I think personally Suarez might get a penalty here, but I want to see kind of like Suarez's on board personally.
Bowman's in second, and this is Logano with the 43. A very Jones going right round the outside. Hello, operator, give me number 43. And if you disconnect me, we'll shove Ross Chastain up there because he's going high at 3. That did not rhyme at all, JT, but I suppose it's going somewhere in the nice order of things.
Well, it worked, kind of. I believe what the ruling is for that is that you're not allowed to force a driver under the line, which is what happened.
Yeah, and no penalty has been now confirmed from the stewards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think he does kind of push him below the line, to be honest with you. It did look like he was pushed. It's what we like to call a Logano block.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that's no penalty because he was pushed below the line.
Correct.
The spider is moving. Can't do it. Spider's moving.
Noise!
I hate this.
The JT led by spider noise.
It's making me feel sick.
Like that, JT.
It's physically making me feel sick. It's just moved into my vision and I don't like it. Play by play, side by side. I hate it. It's massive. It is honestly, it's massive. Oh, I was going to get clipped. But it is. Why do we have spiders in the UK? Send them all to Australia. That's where we send everything else. If you're watching on Australia, that I thought it's ordering room service. It is literally terrifying. 3 wide in the mid-pack, guys. Chastain's right in the centre of that. Chastain's going to screw something up here. I agree with what Jack was saying. He's too loose in the corners, and he's at the dead centre of the track where if one mistake happens, he just goes. Feel free. Literally anyone. Well, this is great. Thanks for that, guys. I might as well just play
You're
the
welcome.
adverts. Chastain in 6th now. And look at that. He's almost chopping up the back of Will Byron. Oh, hello. I've lost TV pictures. Now they've come back to me. As they on the attack again.
The force of the spiders getting to the TV.
It's just it's on the power line. I can see it, and it's gonna meet a water gun in a minute. Not gonna lie, I don't care for blow up. If that comes anywhere near me, I have the umbrella. I might just knock it
Right.
now, actually.
Josh.
Yeah, go on.
Umbrella or a baseball bat? Pick one.
Well, Lucille's in the house, so I've got a broom. That might work. I don't know. I'm not liking this, though. Chastain's moving up the order, though. I'm just seeing it hovering on the power line next to my eye line. It's quite disconcerting.
I wouldn't be able to commentate with that spider.
I'm honestly, because if I sit down, I can't see it. I'm fine. But because I stand up, it's directly above the eye line of the monitors we look at. So I stand here, I can see it. And I can always see it. I'll tell you one thing. Megan would have run out of the commentary box. Mum wouldn't even come in here. And yeah, to be fair, I'm not really happy standing here either. For another 90 minutes. So, yeah. I've got a feeling JT sent something in the managers or comms chat. Let's have a look. Where did he send it?
Managers. Jack has no idea what I just said.
No, we'll skip it.
Twitter.
By the way, where's it? It was a follow-on from earlier where I was like, lightning and thunder again, yay! And I'm in a metal grandstand, woohoo!
I just
so Josh said his goodbyes to me.
Yeah, goodbye.
So then I did like a person getting electrocuted.
What I don't like
So
is
then
that in one of the practice sessions, we're going up in the grandstand area, if we can, for the view, and I'm not looking forward to that. Or...
And I'm going to be there.
I am genuinely, honestly considering finding David Anderson and getting us to bring him up to the commentary box mid-session so that we can have a look round.
And stay in as far away from me as you can, because I like having little meetings with Death every now and again.
Yes. Yeah, you're going to be
if it's flying Porsches, if it's Thunder and Lightning, if it's Reliant Robins just barrel rolling with debris going everywhere.
We're sending you to the Grand Prix loop.
If my data work, yes.
By the way, have we got time on Saturday to walk the track? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe not. Probably not.
Because the light fades. Maybe we'll do the Indy circuit. That would be nice.
Indy circuit, yeah, definitely.
Grand Prix layout now. Because I know I think there's a fun run or something on that's going on in the evening. I'm not too sure. I need to call. Oh, hello. The 47, Ricky Steinhaus, and the 1 of Ross Chastain are side by side with Joey Logano coming down low. Here we go, everybody. Get ready for a caution.
This is their first practice for the end of the race, the stage 1 with caution.
That's a very good point, JT. We've only got 5 laps to go in stage 2, which has flown by here at Atlanta. It really is actually one of the quickest races we've had so far. We're on there for 2 hours. My God, it does not feel it.
It does not, and I would like to thank everyone for tuning into the NASCAR Quaker State 400 Stage 2 podcast. It now ends here, and we hope you join us next week.
We're not on next week.
For a non-Stage 2 podcast.
That's USON talking nonsense, probably.
Yes.
We're back at wherever the last one is. Bristol. That's a good one to come back to, actually. Yeah, but then again, we don't know how long IndyCar's going to go at Nashville, so we might actually be done and take over at stage 3. Oh, this is going to be the big one, isn't it? We're seeing drivers now starting to come out. Ty Gibbs just cost himself a position with Tyler Reddick. I don't like this. I really don't. Look at that, the 51 dropping back places in now as well for Justin Haley. He's cut down way, way low to the back where Bell is. It's these situations, guys, where I just get a little bit worried. 2 laps to go. Don't screw it up, guys. Cindric, gonna win stage 2. Who won stage 1?
It was Blaney.
Ah. So Cindric will keep it in the 2s. On board with Logano. Taps the back. Of who did he? I can't even tell them where he is on the monitor. Gilliland, thank you. I thought it was Gilliland. Last lap of stage 2. Yeah. Just stay calm.
Look at Logano.
Yeah, Logano's come out of nowhere. Cindric holding off. Still trying to Blaney battling as well with Bowman. Chastain.
Contact.
Oh, yeah, and down the order. That's Elliott dropping
Gilliland,
back.
I think.
Gilliland
Is
down
it
to
Elliott?
11th. I think it's Elliott. Well, Gilliland has dropped back into 14th place. It could be him. Elliott stayed in 9th place. Stage 2, Victor goes to Austin Cindric. Whoa. Ryan Blaney is 2nd. Alex Bowman 3rd. Suarez 4th. And Byron in 5th. Good for the playoff there. Very good.
All right, so the contest I think was between Logano and Gilliland,
Let's
if I
take a look.
boxed it correctly. Is it? Yes, it was.
Yeah. Close, and then...
Logano doing Logano things.
Yeah. Ah, to be fair, that's natural, isn't it? Sorry. Stage 2 over. One more stage left. So, what did we all think of that? JT, start with you.
It was a classic, iconic Stage 2 podcast.
Yeah, side by side, but nothing happened.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty strong Stage 2 podcast. We got through a lot. But it was nice and calm, out on track, even though they were side by side, 2x2 for most of it, and even 3 wide on some.
I liked it. Jack, what about you?
It was an interesting stage, not the most exciting, but it was definitely an interesting one to watch. Logano doing Logano things right at the end. But like first he pushes someone below the line, then he almost kills Todd Gilliland. Like, what is going on with Logano today?
He's missing the fact that he hasn't got his special gloves of Spider-Man. So he's
that's what it is.
So that took about 50 minutes to an hour to complete that stage.
No.
What?
Illy will start at the tail end of the field.
Oh.
Forcing a driver below the double yellow line, but Logano didn't.
So Justin
okay.
Haley goes back. It's the way it goes.
Oh dear, I want to know who he forced.
We'll probably see that in a second on the audio scripter, so we'll keep an eye out as the racing continues on. Not bad then here in this stage. JT's moonlighting again on USON, and we'll try and get into reminders. I'd love to know what he's on about, so we'll ask him in a second as well. If he wants to talk to us both at the same time, that might be something. But I think at the moment we're going to head back over shortly to USA and to hear from what they have to talk about in this session. All the drivers are heading to pit road. All drivers to pit road now. JT, you've got 30 seconds. What were you talking about?
Jackson threw me under the bus while throwing to me while I was talking to you, and then I had no idea what he was on about, and then they got it confirmed through Bob Pockcrass.
Oh, right, okay.
And now we're on a break, so we're just chatting.
Who's leading that broadcast over there?
Well, it was Matthew, then Jackson had the front stretch for like a number of laps, and then now it's Matthew again.
Maybe they're just testing out, seeing what he likes. Anyway, pit road down to the NBC team.
Coca-Cola promo. We're in the home of Coke, Atlanta, Georgia. Just about an hour up the road from where we are here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Welcome back. Lee Diffie, Jeff Burton, Steve Letarte, and end of stage 2.
Big important reset here with 98 laps to go in the race. I believe it's going to be 4 tires up and down pit road, full of Sunoco fuel. You'll have to pit in the final stage, but you may not want to take tires. So I think now is the time to put 4 fresh Goodyears on. Long way around. 90 miles an hour under green, but under yellow, you have to creep along at 45 miles an hour.
So just jumping to the back of the pack, when does Chris Gabehart and Denny Hamlin make their move? When do they stop sitting back around 30th place?
Well, we haven't had that wreck yet. So I think that's the problem with riding in the back is when do you go? If you go too early, maybe you drive right into the wreck. Kim.
And for Daniel Suarez, he said the car's not bad, just got a little snug the last 15 laps of that run. You see him at the top of your screen. His helmet hose came unplugged. They are going to try and hand him a new one. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Dave, and they'll wait 2 seconds on fuel.
Stage points on offer today. Alex Bowman has grabbed 16 of them. He'll get 4 fresh Goodyear tires here and a fill full of fuel, Marty.
Could today be Austin Cindric's day? Already 19 stage points in the bank. Handling-wise, he said no complaints about the car. Brian Wilson told him, in essence, we're out out of fuel here, so they had to wait a long time on the fuel. Several cars will pass them, but likely the last fresh Goodyears that a lot of these teams will see all day long.
There's the important numbers, the race off pit road as we reset, everybody regroups and gets ready to go again. That's the biggest moment of the race there. Kyle Larson crashing out heavily. He is okay. Took Chase Briscoe with him. Get ready for stage 3. It's coming up.
It's certainly going to be an interesting one. I just wish that SVG speeding on pit road to the tail. So Shane Van Gisbergen has been speeding on pit road and he is going back there. Very interesting then, guys, as well. And JT, SVG, that's going to heartbreak Matthew Owens a little bit more, isn't it?
I'm going to head out. Goodbye.
You're done then.
Maybe.
What
I've
about
got
you, Jack?
more editing to do.
Jack?
Yeah, I'm here, don't worry. But yeah, SVG, he's been kind of running near the back for most of the race. I don't know how he's going to do in his Cup Series season, I'm going to be honest. I think he'll be kind of meh on the ovals, and he'll be pretty good on road courses. Like, I expect him to get maybe one win a season on the road courses.
I've just been informed that issue on the front left for Cindric. Gunn lost... Hang on a minute, where is it? Gunn lost the nut. It sounds like he'll restart 24th. So Austin Cindric now right at the back. Ross Chastain, I believe, is the new leader. He has yet to come into the pit lane. Oh dear. Well, this is getting entertaining, isn't it? Okay, so just having some more information coming through to me as well. Several drivers are under investigation from pit road. JT might have more information on that when it comes through.
Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on, let me have a look at Twitter, see who we got.
Just SVG at the moment. Beautiful English there.
There's another with Chastain, that's 2. 3 coming up as well. He's just running on the lead lap at the moment for Cup SVG. Yep. And he's going to be put back to 20. Well, he's going to be put to the back anyway. It's one of these silly rumours that are coming up now. Yeah, this is going to get interesting. Let's hear back from the team.
Motor Speedway, you're watching NBC's presentation of the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs presented by Applebee's. Cruising round at a slower pace than the frantic 185 miles an hour that we have been so far. We want to show you this replay and a topic of conversation. Jeff, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Justin Haley is black flagged here, penalized for blocking to keep the advance from the 45 from getting by him. So let's talk about the rule. It simply states vehicles must race above the double yellow line throughout the entire racetrack. If in NASCAR's judgment a vehicle goes beneath the double yellow lines to improve its position, it will be black flagged. If in NASCAR's judgment a vehicle forces another vehicle beneath the double yellow line in an effort to stop the advancement, the vehicle may be black flagged. So in NASCAR's judgment, he put the 45 car below the yellow line, and that's why the penalty.
So, we head to Kim Kuhn for more on Martin Truex Jr. What's the latest?
Well, despite Martin being able to move through the field multiple times today, not happy with that race car. Take a listen.
Drives like complete, and it's slow. I don't get it. How can we be so slow and it drive bad?
Yeah, I'm not sure about unless there's something wrong with the motor. There's no reason for it to be
Oh,
slow.
great.
So maybe a bigger problem lurking for the 19 team? I don't know. We'll find out.
Coming ready then for the final stage here at Atlanta. 93 laps to go. Stage 3 of the Quaker State 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Chastain and Michael McDowell back on the front row. We're racing again. So
Look around the outside.
Oh, hello. That's already coming out of nowhere. That's Gorilla Jewel coming through, isn't it? And Suarez back up there too. So this is going to have to be very careful in this one as the 2 goes through further back. So already a nice, easy restart. Look at the 45 up there. But Chastain's got the lead, and that means that everybody's not going to finish today.
Hey, don't diss Chastain like that, man.
You've literally been dissing the entire race, and he's going to cause the big one today.
2022, he was a bit of a wrecking ball.
Miley Cyrus has got nothing on her.
Yeah, you beat me to it, Josh.
Ha! Sorry, you have to be quicker than that, JT.
I blame USRN.
Yes.
It wasn't actually USRN, it was me editing.
Look at Michael McDowell.
And takes the lead on that lap.
Well, that's more better.
We've still not had a free pass yet today.
We have not, no. So I'm just erasing songs the quicker it goes here as well on the Good Revival stuff.
Oh
my God! The 24 went up in the wall and McDowell, and then we got the...
Stenhouse.
It's bloody Stenhouse again! He cost us an early night 2 weeks ago. An extra hour we were standing around because of him. Let's take a look at it again then, Jack and JT. Just, who's at fault here?
Stenhouse just comes up the track. I don't really know what happens there. Let me see here. So you can see them going down the track. You know, Stenhouse just comes up into McDowell. I've got no idea what he's doing.
Ricky Steinhaus, I'm sorry, but you are a what's-it sometimes.
Okay.
If he had brains, he'd be dangerous.
I mean, then again, his car is a yellowy orange today.
Yeah. Steinhaus, why? Look at that, he's just hit Bowman. He's just fully hit Bowman down the straight.
Who's causing the big one then, boys? Who's causing the big one?
Steinhaus.
Steinhaus.
He's always going to do it. Ricky Steinhaus is going to do it. Bowman's going to get shoved out. Yeah, I'm surprised about that actually as well. My eyes are just glued to that 47 car right now, side by side with the 48 from 4th and 5th.
I'm looking at the back.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Blaney leads the playoffs then at the moment. Everyone's looking at the same thing because they know that 47 could cause problems and Chastain's leading. Final stage, 87 to go. That's 45 minutes. Just stay calm, everybody. Look at Ty Gibbs.
NASCAR staying calm, never.
We're getting a little bit loose as well in contact with the 47. And that's McDowell in there too. And they're 3 wide. Byron going down low. And there we go. Steinhaus in the middle as they come into it as well. He's backing off. Look at Ty Gibbs coming on the high line as well. So they're all desperately going to try and hold together. The 34 of Michael McDowell coming low. Bowman getting in the mix of it as well. 3 wide as we come into the triangle. Gibbs coming through on the high line. Suarez down low. Backing up goes Steinhaus. He lets Gibbs go up high. And now they've just got to stay together down the backstretch. Suarez comes up. Michael McDowell and Will Byron coming in. And it's Nemechek that's caused the problem. Yellows are out. With 85 to go.
It'll be backstretch this time round.
Let's have a look where it is on our Mazda. Nemechek has gone around. Can't see why as of yet, because we should have seen it by now. There's Cindric. Where is it?
It'll happen now, Josh.
Yeah, but that's longer than the 30 seconds that we're back. Where is it? Come on, come on, come on. There it is. Oh, right, okay. Lost out low. Puncture, front right. He's had a blowout. John Hunter Nemechek in the 42 is out of the race with a blowout. Look, he can't get the engine going.
Yeah, he's done. Here we go. Josh, I'll let you take this one.
So, goes up high, JT. Coming down low, gets contact with... No, blowout. Blowout.
It was a skill issue. It's gonna be... To use my terminology. He just looks like he spins out.
He had a blowout though. Look, there's the debris going through it.
Maybe, I don't know. The thing is as well with John Hunter, I'm really conflicted on him because he was amazing in Xfinity last year.
He was, yeah.
He was absolutely amazing. He should have won that championship in my opinion. I think he was the deserving champion that year. And he goes up to Cup, and I'll give him credit. He is in legacy equipment. It's not the greatest. He's just been meh.
Yeah. I know it's Ricky's.
Sorry, John.
I know it's Stenhouse, but I've got a cold. So if I'm saying it quick, it sounds like Steinhouse because I can't say Stenhouse when I've got a cold properly and throwing it. So it's my nose that's causing the problem. Because you go to say it, and then your nose just goes no, because it sort of backs up into it. So I'll try. I might just say Ricky. Or that idiot over there.
Oh, Josh.
That might work. Here's Michael McDowell, and here's Joey Logano.
We haven't had a spider update in a while, Josh.
It hasn't moved since the start of Stage 3.
And you've still got the umbrella in your hand.
Oh, I know what it can do if it flies towards me. I've seen how fast it can crawl. I'm sitting back down now. Let's head down to NBC. Commercials.
Green, it's going to reduce your opportunity to win.
And the different philosophies. If you're a playoff driver or if you're not, and you can take a higher risk.
I think you pit now, and I think you don't save fuel. I think when they drop the green flag, you run as hard as you can. You can't convince me there's not going to be another caution before the end of this race.
Shut up.
There's no way.
84 laps, come on.
So let's check in with the guys on the Peacock pit box. Dale Jarrett, Kyle Petty. Gents, what do you think so far? It has been a highly entertaining race.
It has been very entertaining from our position down here on top of the pit box. It has been some fantastic racing. We've seen some comers and goers, guys running high, guys running low, and every move they make has points implications all day long.
Yeah, but what we have seen is some give and take. I think that's getting ready to end here very shortly. They're going to have to make a pit stop, as they were talking about, whether it's right now or some that decide that they can't do it until later on. But what I've seen is things started to ramp up a little bit more, and some new players at the front, and we never know what that might mean.
Yeah, I know you guys are in the glass booth up there, but the intensity down here is, you can feel it right now. You can feel it.
Hey, DJ, how about your man McDowell with those adjustments? He's looking better.
I was just watching them as they went under the right front first, the right rear, then they jacked up the left side and went under there, and then made a wedge adjustment in the left rear. I'm like, they're going, that thing must not be driving good at all, but Michael McDowell just showed that they've got it where he can be aggressive again.
I'm a big fan of Travis Peterson. I think he's very aggressive with his strategy, and obviously, Jeff, aggressive with the adjustments after getting that report.
And McDowell likes it too. He likes to be aggressive. They love these kind of racetracks. He's been very successful on them. And they came here, obviously, with a ton of speed in that race car. Todd Gilliland, the crew chief, also. The negative to that is they're not going to drive as well. So now Travis Peterson's trying to put some drivability into that car.
Down pit road.
Well, speaking of Front Row Motorsports, a couple of Team USA Olympians. Alex Cedric from the women's rugby team. Yes, winning the bronze. What an awesome performance that was. And Brooks Curry, who won silver in the 4x200 freestyle relay. What an Olympics it was for Team USA, and terrific to see some Olympians here, talking with Todd Gilliland and the Front Row gang. Awesome effort.
You come hang out with us here now. You going to let Jeff and I go hang out with you in the Olympics in a couple of years?
Come. I mean, we at track and field, we had the best games. It was Team USA's best since the '84 LA games, so really successful.
And as expected, not everyone. Ty Gibbs, the opposite. He stayed up on the banking, so he's staying on, getting that track position. Bubba Wallace as well, but you see every other car, it seems like, on the apron of the racetrack coming to pit road. Dave, fill them up with gas.
Steve, they can only outcode me one time. Braves for the 48 last time was no fresh Goodyear tires, so Braves this time, unless there's a Braves 2, is going to be no fresh tires for the 48. Alex Bowman happy with this race car, a little bit tight, but with no additional tires, should be the right adjustment for him balance-wise, Marty.
William Byron comes to pit road as the highest running playoff driver. They had a long conversation on the radio. Rudy Fugle going to go fuel only here. He said to William, listen, this will help us if we have to stop again to make that stop shorter. He said, are we on the same page? Byron said, I'm not sure, but I trust you. Also, saw Michael McDowell pitting there. That was massive for them because they did not get it full on the last stop for McDowell. Now he can race.
And a lot of issues on pit road. We had the 2, the 9, 99. Let's see what happens here.
So Suarez is released. Oh boy. Logano comes in. Reddick is there. It's a traffic jam. Suarez got stuck. Watch this. Out comes Corey LaJoy. Chase Elliott's jammed in the middle. Ricky Stenhouse forced onto the grass.
Not the
LaJoy
greatest.
moment.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, actually, Jack. What an insane race with 80 to go. And now, that's about 40 minutes. So, yeah, it takes us to around about 11 o'clock. Not a bad end, actually. Not everyone gets to go to bed on time. What is happening out here? JT's talking to USRN moonlighting again, so someone's throwing him under the bus.
LaJoy, Elliott, Suarez, and Logano contact on pit road. And there is apparently a problem with one of them. I heard wheel off somewhere, but I don't know.
Getting worse,
Elliott,
then? Oh, not
I'm
Elliott.
told. A wheel is off some, but it is what it is. As Chase Elliott.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that one. Hopefully we'll get a replay. This is where I really miss international pictures. Yeah, Suarez's damage from that front road of pit road. He's just come in.
Stenhouse is Stenhouse has the the hood up.
Oh, so he's done.
I assume that means that we will not get our Stenhouse big one unless he does a Kevin LePage and just merge it into the entire pack.
That is not likely. He would It's something he would consider doing.
No one ever seen the LePage. Have you even seen the LePage?
They have taped up the right front of
So
Suarez
funny.
after his contact.
Right, so Suarez now.
You can't see that.
So he's just got duct tape. This is where I missed the international feed for this week. Hopefully it's back next week, although I can't tell. I haven't looked yet. Oh, we're not covering it next week.
I found out what the wheel is off. I'm guessing they mean steering wheel. Chase Elliott on the radio. My wheel is off some, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
When was the last time we didn't cover a NASCAR race? It must have been when I was away at Donington, so 2 months ago.
Want to say I don't think was it Nashville, or did we cover Nashville?
I can't remember.
I'll have a look on the commentary chart actually.
That'll do it, yeah. Is it filled in, by the way, the comms chart, JT? Or do I need to spend time doing that tomorrow? He's moonlighting on us, so he can't hear us.
Not completely, but it's filled up till next week.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
I'll go sort them. Figure out who's in Baku.
Yes.
Hello, I was on about the comms chart.
Comms chart. What about the rest of the month?
Yeah, do you want me to do it, or you got it?
I am doing it slowly in between. So I'm doing it slowly in breaks and lunch times and tutor times at school.
That's fine. Don't worry, I can take some that we know about. So here's the pit stop, NBC.
Chase Elliott. Chase came on the radio and he said, "My wheel is straight, I think." And then there's actually the contact that may have made the wheel not straight for Chase Elliott. It was contact with Austin Cindric. There's the contact with Corey LaJoy. One radio transmission said, "My wheel is straight, I think." The second one, Jeff, said it's off just a little bit, but I don't think there's much they're going to do about it.
No, there's nothing you can do. Ready to head back then to green flag conditions. The flags are in the air, ready to go again then here. Come on, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, ready to go. Let's try this again.
Not Darryl Waltrip.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. Good restart. Gibbs now in the lead. Bubba Wallace was sent to the back beforehand. He's now up in second position and will have that inside line as they come down low into 1 and 2. And Bubba Wallace takes the lead.
Wow. You're also wondering what the last NASCAR race we didn't cover was. I was right. It was Nashville.
Oh, wow. Okay. When was that?
Just before Chicago.
That helps.
Okay, that was in June, I think.
Yeah, so it was when I was away. Yeah, excellent.
Yes, and to be fair, I'm thankful you did not cover that.
It was a boring
race. It was an okay race that became an absolute mess at the end due to how many restarts we had.
Oh, yes.
And it ended up with Logano, who, by the way, when that caution came out, the initial one for the overtime restart
Yeah.
at Nashville, Logano was 14th.
I seem to remember I got back half an hour before the start and quickly did everything for Nashville, and then controlled it via my laptop. I believe on the call that day was Brandon Crosslin and Matthew Owens from USRN.
What was that, Nashville?
Yeah, I think so. You weren't there, JT. You were with me at Donington with Maddie and that one. Still can't believe that JT and Maddie have actually met. That's also a weird thing that we keep forgetting.
You mean met for like a minute because Maddie teleported again?
Where the hell does that woman go? I never know. Honestly, me and Mal do not know how she did that. Like, just woof. But Maddie was honestly flying around. I think I'm going to have to get a media pass just to keep up with her next time. Wallace,
Just a slide an Apple AirTag, you'll be fine.
That's a good idea, actually. I swear Simon's already done that with her to keep her track. I'm not even kidding. She wasn't in Misano. Maddie hasn't been to the last week MotoGP. She's had a few holiday weeks because she hasn't stopped since March. Still side by side in the mid pack.
Holiday weeks? What are those?
I know. She's been with her donkey Ginger. Side by side stuff. McDowell up into 5th place still, by the way. Wallace and Gibbs trading places like mad. Over the line we go again. Gibbs is officially the lap leader, and they're all jumping around Jack in the mid-pack. 3 wide!
Yeah, I got shocked there. I was like, we're almost going 4 wide. I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh,
well, I did know that was possible at Atlanta.
We are 4 wide!
Yeah, I realised, no, actually, it is possible at Atlanta to go 4 wide. We remember Austin Cendric doing it earlier in the season.
We
when
do.
He pulled off one of the best overtakes I have literally ever seen.
You weren't in the commentary box with us for that one, but it was great.
No. I was in voice chat with all my mates.
Yes. I bet you miss it sometimes.
Not that much. It's a bit more chaotic than it is here.
That is true, yeah.
Got more language.
Oh. Is that where you'll be next week then? Well,
Are you? We're not doing next week.
We're at Nashville. USRN have got next week in Watkins Glen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Then I'll be in there next week.
Let's have a look, sis.
I could do Glen though.
It'll be interesting to see if the interference that I just got comes on your feed in around a lap's time.
Why? What was it?
Because I was unable to sync my backup on Discord. It was going to black screen for like a second a couple of times.
Yes, I saw that.
Okay, that's something to look forward to. Why our stream today is so far behind, I have no idea. It's quite annoying. 70 to go. It is quite annoying today. I miss my Abu Dhabi Sports. I will never complain about Abu Dhabi Sports again. Except for when they don't cover it. I really hope it goes to TNT next year. I'm hearing a lot of rumours that it is in the UK. I know JT would hate it, but you can get rid of Premier Sports then.
But
true.
TNT. So.
Yeah. Say again, Jack? Ooh.
I have TNT, yeah.
Oh, great.
Eric
So
Jones almost hit the wall.
everybody would have TNT.
I have TNT Sports, mainly for the Premier League and also for the MotoGP.
Yeah, that's the same with me on MotoGP front.
And other stuff, like UFC.
Spider has not moved since the start of Stage 3.
Poke it.
No!
50 quid, Josh.
Poker spleeking bear. Jesus Christ.
Top 5, Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Michael McDowell, and William Byron. Enjoy side by side, Josh.
Shut up. JT seemed to be
Side by
forgetting
side.
that I'm going to be in Brands Hatch at the end of the year. In his domain, let's just point out. Brands Hatch is always
But-
where he is.
You're also, well, I am, and you're also forgetting something, is that my TV pictures aren't synced So I'm having to also commentate on the side-by-side, which is also blurry for me.
Is it? Oh dear. Well, this is going well, isn't it? For the love of God, I'm literally going to beg Megan. How long have we actually got left of the NASCAR season?
10th of November.
So is that literally 2 months to pay, or 3 months? How much that would be to pay?
If you pay for it, like on the Saturday next week, it'll be 2 months.
That honestly might be worth it. Honestly, not even joking, because this is driving me up the wall. It just drives me up the wall. I just want to sit with. I just want my box. I just want to watch it. I don't want all this where I have to run around with Megan's laptop for the entire race. But then the benefits, do they outweigh the costs? That's the thing. It's like, do you get the ad revenue back from it? No. Because NASCAR started off popular at the start of the year, and then it just disappeared.
Josh.
Go on.
Which is another reason why you should do the MotoGP test tomorrow.
I know. What time does it start?
I don't know.
I'm having a look.
And I'm going to try and race you.
JT, forgetting.
We have a race country box.
JT, forgetting I literally have media access, but I have rubbish data. Here we go. 8 a.m. Haha. Oh, hello. It's split into 2. 8 a.m. until 11:45. 1:35 till 5. So how long is that each? Oh. 9, 10, 11. 3 hours 45. 3 hours. Do you know it's possible? It's in 2 bits. Okay, we'll do it. Because then
you heard it here first, folks.
Because then if the first one acts poorly, we can just record the second and upload it after, and do like a report. So, all right.
But it won't act poorly because it's NASCAR. Sorry, it's MotoGP test.
I know, and literally, it's our biggest. It always gets our biggest stuff, doesn't it? Okay.
You want 100,000 views? You get 100,000 views.
Everybody gets 100,000 views.
Give me 100,000 views, please.
Also, we boomed 2,000 subscribers just by doing that in pre-season. Maybe
That's
more.
impressive, actually.
We're at 5,300 right now.
I gave you the 1,000 subscriber award when you were at 5.
I know. It's actually in my room on my shelf. I have it in pride of place. My brother takes so much notice of my job that he came and said, "What's that? Where did that come from? When did you get that?" I said, "I showed it to you when I got back. It was there. JD made it." It's like, "Oh, right." It's like, "Yeah, you don't pay attention."
Do you have a W Series third place trophy and a British Sidecar winners trophy on your shelf, though, Josh?
No, but I do have a fencing trophy that I won.
But do you have a pickleball and a basketball tournament champion trophy?
I have gold medals.
I also have a gold medal.
Okay.
I have gold medals from sports day when I was like 14.
Mine was also from sports. But I've actually got, we have medals. My dad has ice hockey medals. So, yeah. I believe. Still green so far.
Welcome to the NASCAR part of the broadcast where we literally just say everything that we have. And
I think that's Gilliland.
I think it is Gilliland as well. Yeah.
Yes, that was Gilliland with Jones behind.
Gilliland, he went too far wide. I'm literally pointing at the screen now, and the camera can see it as well. Hello, everyone watching. So yeah, he just went wide. Sorry, I'm just fencing the camera for all the viewers. Hello, everyone. Who's that was going down low on the low line? Who came out of the pits? Nemechek, 5 laps down.
He'll be the free pass, I imagine.
Yes, he is. Because everyone's on the lead lap, surprisingly.
DJ McLeod for once on the lead lap. Well, I mean, to be fair actually to him, Live Fast Motorsports are only running at plate tracks this year.
They've gone quite well so far in this running order. Look at Busch as well. Kyle Busch moving up the order, getting in there. Chastain coming up high. He's got Byron and Bowman coming through. Byron nearly in the wall, just holds it together. And Busch,
actually.
He's gone down low, hasn't he? Oh, coming up high, nearly hits the side of Ty Gibbs. Bubba Wallace, your leader at the moment, as they continue flying through. Gibbs now 9th in the playoffs as they fly in. Kyle Busch again coming up. Ty Gibbs coming up the high line. Chastain looks like he's going to try and give him a push as well. A little bit of bumping and brawling. Down in towards turn 1 and 2. Chastain moving up. Looking where yellow's out, caution! And there's going to be 3 cars in this one as well. Moving down, we should be okay.
Reddick involved.
Truex involved too.
No, not Reddick. Not Reddick.
Buescher.
Truex, my bad. They look similar.
It's Truex, Buescher and Blaney involved, and that's Buescher with a puncture on the front left.
I'm going to just quickly say something. What hot take did I make before the broadcast? Truex first round exit.
Is that the case? Let's see what happens here. It's Austin Dillon. Oh, the 21. What happened? Well, actually, do you know what? I'm going to say something at that. I reckon there's something down there because you see the 21 also lift up. Watch. Oh, there's 2 contacts in it. So Blaney hits.
Looks like
Buescher hits Blaney and into Truex, but there was another incident behind with the 21.
I think he tries to go for a block. Yeah, Buescher spins. I don't know if he's had any contact from anybody. Or if he just loses it. Who else is that they hit the wall at the back? I think it was SVG.
It was SVG, yeah, that's...
Yeah. From MTJ. Oh my goodness.
Buescher is out. Buescher is done for the day. From such a minor incident, he's out of the race. That's a surprise to me that he's out for that. Logano had to go down low. He's lost a few places on that one. Broken rear toe link, I'm being told, from that angle. So that's why Buescher's out of it. So Blaney spins out of contact with Buescher, and then Truex. Front right done as well. Truex might be out as well. Well, that was cautions breed cautions. And that is Buescher with that toe link broken. Truex tries to go back out and say something's broke. Truex is out too, guys.
Oh.
All of the retirements today have been major playoff champions. Buescher is officially out too, so he's our first non.
Not Buescher. Yeah, I was going to say not Buescher.
Yeah, Buescher.
He probably should be in the playoff, but thank you, Harrison Burson.
Yeah, Truex is out, Larson and Briscoe, and now Buescher has just been officially put out. So Buescher is out as they try and repair. JT, this is all going to kick up massively now for the championship.
Yeah, it is. And, well, we'll have to see where everyone stands at the end of that one.
Yeah. Yellow's out again. Let's head down to NBC.
In the middle. Right in the middle of the door, between the left side tires.
Be interested to see what he says about Jeff, how the car feels.
Well, they know who can fix it.
They got the right partner this week, that's for sure. But again, this story thread of the playoff drivers having some adversity here in Atlanta. Everybody predicted this to be a wild card race. In fact, the first of 3 wild card races in this first.
I would think that Blaney's car is fine. That door is full of foam between the roll bar and the outside of the door. An energy absorbing foam that in a massive impact, it just takes the G's out of it. and that gets in the door, but I don't think it did anything other than that, Steve. You can see some body damage, but I don't think any aero disadvantage by that.
I don't think there's a lot of damage, but with the Goodyear missing on the left rear tire, I think you might have to come to pit road.
Worst
All right,
joke
troubles
on
for the
Twitter
playoff
and
drivers.
that.
Let's start in the most harsh way with Kyle Larson. And then, as a result of this, Chase Briscoe had nowhere to go. Wrong time, wrong place. So that makes 2. Both drivers okay, by the way. Both out of their cars. Then Tyler Reddick on pit road. Move. Carson Hocevar. Christopher Bell. You're about to see a big fire here on the 20. And this was a pit penalty. He had a fire earlier. Crazy pit road contact. It was wild. And playoff drivers seem to be in the middle of it. Chase Elliott right there, Christopher Bell. It has been an eventful day, and as Jeff said, very much in the same vein as Kyle Larson, Chris Buescher lost his RFK Racing Ford. That collected Ryan Blaney and Martin Truex Jr. So it has been eventful. While we've seen a lot of great high speed, fast moves, great racing today, those incidents have been costly for the playoff drivers.
They really have. 16 playoff drivers are bound to get in some issues. Pit road open. Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, as expected, they need fuel. And really what they hoped for, they pulled another maybe 10 or 15 cars to pit lane with them, Dave.
Ty Gibbs said the balance is good. I just need fuel, only no tires for the car. As for Bubba Wallace in the 23, he said, I can't do the things I just did. Car very edgy. I need some lateral security. So he's in the game. He said, I just need some lateral security. He'll get 4 Goodyear tires and fuel, Marty.
So Ryan Blaney said, we clobbered the right rear, we hit the left front, but miracle delivered. Yes, Diff, they are fine. Damage is only on the right rear. The wheel is still straight for Ryan Blaney. Jonathan Asler told him, hey, listen, I'm going to give you fuel and tires here. Race as hard as you want for the rest of the race, but they're going to fix up that right rear damage right now and leave him here on pit road a little bit longer. You also saw Christopher Bell come to pit road from the 12th position. They took on 4 tires. They were pretty short on fuel, so this gets them to where they need to be on that front.
This race has given us some incredible action. That was predicted prior to the start. You're watching the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Atlanta, presented by Applebee's.
Cautions come out. JT, you're diving into your ears. What on earth's going on with you?
Let me send it to you in commentators chat so Jack can see as well.
Oh God.
I always hate it when he does this. So doesn't anyone get nervous? I always do. It's like, what's he gonna send to us now to be nervous about? Right, we're looking now. Oh, hey, look, it's your playoff bracket. Look. What fire! I don't get it.
I saw a funnier one.
I don't get it.
Hold on.
Go on then.
I don't get it.
I was going to quickly try and find a funnier one that I saw earlier.
Alright.
Hold on. From one of my mates who sent it.
Always the way.
Here we go.
We're now
This is the one
literally
I
just
saw.
waiting, by the way, for the green flags to come back out. Okay, that one's quite good. It was, can you not cause an accident for 5 minutes?
LaJoy's going to find a way to flip at this track.
Of course he is, 9 times out of 10.
He never flipped in his entire racing career until this season, and he flipped twice now in a season. Safe to say, he says I think he would not recommend.
It's once, twice, 3 times a flip. That was really, really bad. I think this podcast just goes worse and worse, doesn't it, really, for NASCAR? This is why everyone wants to do it. We're just unhinged.
Yeah.
What has JT just sent me, and why am I scared to open it? When you're 2 tenths down in 6 and 1 at Monaco. Oh, okay. Charles Leclerc's driving. Back to the action.
As those up front, and Kyle Busch at the head of this field will make the choose of where he would like to begin this restart. It has been an eventful, most recent incident involving multiple cars. Kim, tell us about the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. What's the latest?
Yeah, they'll come down one more time, a third time. It'll be kind of their last shot to fix it. Martin did not realize how bad it was until after he drove off pit road the first time. He said it feels like it's towed out about a foot, really bad. I can barely make it around the apron. Here's what else he added.
I didn't realize it was this bad. I can't even go near it. We're screwed. It's shaking like crazy and not going anywhere.
So you heard him say, we're screwed. This team telling me they felt like they had to have a near-perfect first round to advance to the next round, Marty. So disaster for the 19.
Kim, you saw Ryan Blaney flash by as well. Some final touch-ups here on their damage repair for Ryan Blaney. Jonathan Asser feels like the damage is pretty good, pretty buttoned up there for the 12. And we'll see if he can get back in the game here. He's had one of the best cars all day long, but he will start a long way back with 50 to go.
Well, here's the 19 who sits on pit road, and you see working on as the field enters turn 3. Pace car getting ready to pull off. I would imagine this is going to be at least one lap down for Truex. So definitely an up and down day that's currently on the...
Yeah, well, it's getting worse and worse all the time. Let's see what happens next then. Ready to go. Let's see how far we get this. There's 50 laps to go. Can you just once do as you are told? 49, ready to go into the restart zone. We're racing again here at Atlanta.
And here goes Busch to the lead, I think. Look at the push Chastain is giving Busch. Well, who's that at the bottom?
Truex coming out the pit lane, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not merging up, though, which is good, but knowing everyone else will be about, what, 2 minutes until the next caution?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not the paging.
Good start from Busch there, as you said there, Jack. He got a real
Good
quick
Ross.
launch. And Ross Chastain will take the lead, coming out of nowhere. And look at Byron. Byron's come out of nowhere as well. He's second across the line, Chastain in third. And Byron is going to take it and sweep down to the low line and try and take the lead away from Busch. But Chastain stops in mid-corner. Truex has met minimum speed. He can continue, but he is 2 laps down. Blaney back in 32nd now, but on the lead lap. Yeah. Where is Ty Gibbs in this one?
4 wide at the back.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's a second row of 3, then a second row of 4. How are they not crashing into a big one as they come round 1 and 2? 5 in a row now, Dean.
They are meant to be the best drivers in stock car racing, you have to remember. And Cody Ware.
Do you want to throw in BJ McLeod, or are you having a good day?
No, he's amazing. He's the best driver in the field.
Update on the Spider, it's crawled up.
Jack.
JB Spider watch.
Say something. Say Vicky Stenhouse Jr. if you need help. He's fine.
Okay, I have lost completely the plot there as we see 3 wide.
I respect owner drivers a bit more than I do people who just get their rides from their dads.
That's why I don't like Lance Stroll.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but...
Oh, I fully will. And to be fair, from the press conference that Aston Martin are going to have on Tuesday, do you want me to just spoil it for you? Because I got the email.
Go ahead.
Adrian Newey joins Aston Martin on a 5-year contract as chief engineer.
Lance Stroll 2026 F1 world champion.
So it's a 5.
Don't even go there.
I only got the email because they told me what it was about to go in for the press conference after, because I'm still signed up to Aston Martin's media thing from the start of the year. So yeah, there you go. Big surprise. Woo! Worst kept secret because everyone's already reported it. I've seen Craig Slade's tweet about it. So yeah, that's 10:45 on Tuesday. The press conference is out.
Why do you think he left Red Bull?
I don't want to say it's one reason, so I'm going to say it's a WhatsApp amount of reasons.
Okay, yeah, I suspected that might be it.
One very short issue as well might be coming up there. I don't know how many jokes we can get through without you know, so we'll leave it there.
I do know what you mean. I know exactly.
like Peter Pettigrew. All that was left was a... There you go. Look at the 45 coming through on the inside line with Logano down low. Gregson, he's jumping around that middle lane with Dylan just along high and Blaney down there. I do not like how that... Not Blaney, Tindrick. I don't like how that's closing in and jumping around there. My ear's burning.
It's the force of the spider.
Nah, it's probably just Christian Horner.
God.
Yeah, it really is actually. Yeah. Probably I've been wearing my headphones too long today.
Josh is asking to get banned.
Red Bull already don't like me. I don't even like Red Bull. The drink. Never don't like it. Tastes ridiculous.
I don't like energy. I can't drink energy drinks.
No, I don't like them. I've tried one and it just tastes of petrol.
This can be taken out of context so much, but why drink Red Bull when you can drink Coke?
Fair.
I didn't even know you could drink. Oh wait. Oh, that Coke. Okay. And we've been demonetized. No joke.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our line of the season out with a doubt. Last year it was high rake setup, and this one it's that one. Well done.
This is why you have me in the box. I am a little unfiltered sometimes.
That was perfect.
Wild.
You need me in the box. I'm a bit unfiltered.
With 40 to go and 11:46 at night, yes, 10:46 at night, sorry. And with everyone just...
Hey, what time zone are you in?
France, I've just gone ahead. McDowell is carving through the fields like a blaster. Sponsored his car this weekend. Look at the 45 coming down low. 3 wide in 3. Gilliland. And then, is that the 54 up high of Gibbs? Yeah.
Someone clip that line. I'm proud of that one personally.
JT, clip it. Clip that line. 2 hours, 55
I'm
minutes.
proud of that.
2 hours, 55. We'll get a clip. By the way, JT, I hope you are noting all these out. We have got to get that. We've got to go through every stream, clipping the best bits for the end of year montage.
We need like a JB Clips channel.
Yeah, we do actually. We have a Discord where we can put them, but yeah, we always get out of it. He's deafened me. He's deafened us, Jackson. He's gone over there to talk to Jackson.
Jackson?
Yeah, he's talking to Jackson. That's why he's deafened us.
Oh, I thought you called me Jackson. I was like, hang on a second,
no,
that's not
Jack.
my name.
He's deafened us to talk to Jackson. Typical.
Unfortunate.
Moonlighting.
Anyway, Martin Truex into the pit lane.
Yes, Truex in again. Look, actually, Jack, I'll talk to you now directly, Jack. Look at this from Kyle Busch. Hasn't been able to win out of the playoffs. If he wins today, slapstick, I think. What a ridiculous thing.
Well, I'll give him credit for one thing. It would be, if this season he does not win, it would be his first ever season going winless in the Cup Series.
So he has to win at some point. Today is as good a day as any. JT is laughing his head off right now, and he's got us on mute. I don't even think he can hear us. As they come across the... Oh, he can't hear us if he's deafened.
JJ Yaley is inside the top 30, everybody.
Okay, that's a surprise. He's ahead of Denny Hamlin. That's even a bigger surprise. Oh, this is Logano with the usual Logano stuff. He's fading fast. He's got the 2 and the 3 alongside him, so he's going right back up there to try and make it 4 wide further up front. Look at the 40. Oh, here comes the 45, everyone. You're not safe just yet, unfortunately. Tyler Reddick trying to find his way through. And I think now Jack... Oh, JT's back.
Clip successful.
Well done. JT, how long until the big one? It hasn't happened yet, and it's coming. That spider's moved again.
Where to? You need an update.
Spider has moved up 3 inches. It's now on the curve of the power line. It's big enough. It could probably just turn the switch box off.
I'm
waiting for that.
Be time to moonlight.
USON have nicked my commentator.
I'm just going to have to take over from JT.
They have, and it's very funny, and it's become a running joke.
Running joke? It was Indianapolis where it started. Look at McDowell closing through with Suarez then. Oh, what? I'm losing track here, Jack, of where they're going. But look at that! 5 wide across the line! Wow! There's going to be a big one. Go on, Jack.
I do love this sport. Stupid moments like that. It's incredible.
5 wide as we go side by side. JT's got a bigger picture here.
Imagine this happening in IndyCar or F1.
What, side by side pictures? I think I'd freak.
No, five wide.
Well, we
Not
had
happening.
We had it once, didn't we, with Hamilton, Vettel, Stroll, and Perez, and everyone freaked out because we thought, was it Ocon? It was Ocon and Stroll, wasn't it? Back in the day.
Oh, there wasn't there an accident then? If it was those two,
I can't actually. Yeah, it was at Spa one year. It was like
Omen.
Oh, hello.
Omen just gained like a ton of places there.
He's up into 4th place.
They gain even more.
Look at Blaney. Look at Ryan Blaney. He's coming back into this little mix as well. In the 12, he's coming back through. 19, moving up and up and up and up and up. Is that Cindric on the line? Yeah, it is. Oh, this is getting insane. I can't follow this one. Looking out for Logano and Gilliland. Cindric's in the 2 car, moving down the order. Can we just go picture in picture? Can we go back? 28 laps to go. Can we just end the race? Because it's nearly 11 o'clock and I actually don't feel tired, so I quite like to go in, have some pudding and go to bed. I get an actual, and apparently now I have to be up to cover a race I don't know about. JT is up to something with his headphones off. I don't know if he's just listening in, because he can hear us as well. What's going on?
Instagram reels.
Oh. So JT's giving it 30 to go.
Let me send it to you. Yeah, I am totally raring to go with 29 laps to go into the business end of this race. I am going to do something that I probably shouldn't do. iPhone 15, off you go. I should probably need that because it controls my lights.
Just get it back, so I'll steal that from him as well. I need a new phone. Byron officially leads this race, guys. William Byron passes Suarez and Gibbs and leads a lap here at Atlanta.
I've got it back.
So I need a new iPhone, to be fair. I'm on the 11. I need the 15. I might get the 16 actually. See if that's a possibility to go through.
Josh.
Yes.
I went from the iPhone 8 to an iPhone 15 Plus.
Yeah, that's a big one there.
Here goes Gibbs around the outside.
Ty Gibbs takes the lead away from William Byron. So Gibbs now in front. Has Gibbs won a race this year? Yes.
No, he has not. No. He has never won a Cup Series race.
He's in on points, isn't he, Ty Gibbs, in the playoff area?
He has never won a Cup race.
Only 4.
And I have him down to win at least one race this year.
Only 4 playoff points, 7 top 5s, 11 top 10s, 2 poles, led 353 laps now in this season. He's entered he's entered the NASCAR playoff standings with 16th. First time he's competed in the Cup Series playoffs. Failed to make last year's, finished 18th in the championship standings. Now looking to be improving as well, more than Michael McDowell. 26 laps to go. This should be the final stop of the day for NBC. We should be green to the end. I mean,
NBC laughs at you with cautions.
Look at Bowman dropping back, making it 3 wide. Suarez coming back up. This is going to be the normal Atlanta finish that we all want to see now, chaps.
Ty Gibbs has been an amazing race at this race. He has been one of the best of the field.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, me high.
Kind of works.
Still pushing.
Gibbs is also the grandson of Joe Gibbs, the owner of his team. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Yeah. And leader is Gibbs. Busch in second. Suarez third. Logano fourth. But it's all high and low lines they come through. 24 to go. That's about 12 minutes of running. And no more fuel stops. Can they keep it green?
No.
I don't think they will either. There'll be something wrong, won't there? Someone will
I just don't want Gibbs to get killed. Because you know what I want? I want Gibbs to win for two reasons. One, because I like him. Two, because I want to add to my first-time winners list.
I picked Joey Logano to win today. I'm sort of going, he's in fourth. I have a shot.
Where's my guy who I picked to win? 8th. Okay.
It's Bowman.
Elliot.
Oh, Elliot. Oh.
Elliot.
Elliot's up to 6th. He's on that low line.
Oh no, I must be behind on my stream then.
He's his timing monitor. He's on the low line.
Alright. There's Harrison Burton.
Over the line. 22 to go. Just keeping it in. It's the one problem with this track as well. It lulls you into a false sense of security, doesn't it, JT? We saw that back in March.
Yeah, it does. It can all be calm, and then it heats up. And then it really heats up. Like, 3-wide photo finish heats up.
3 wide now further back in the pack. Oh, and there goes Chastain hitting Bowman over the line. And Bowman drops back 2 places. Elliott moves up the order ahead of Chastain. The Garner's on the high line now. He's going to try and catch and push Suarez. Bush on the low. Gibbs still there. Fuel laps remaining. Yeah, they're all good. Gibbs is actually the best on fuel, guys. He should be good. Quickest car as well. He's not going to break away. He just needs to keep up front. Gibbs keeps doing what he's doing, and he'll take it.
Gibbs doing the thing.
Yeah.
Such a good racer, Gibbs. Like, I know people will be like, oh yeah, he's got in... I admit he's had good machinery his entire career because of his granddad. But I think you've got to give credit where it's due. You've actually got to do stuff with that machinery, and he's definitely been so good. He was the 2022 Xfinity champion. He also murdered Brandon Jones at Martinsville the race before, but I digress. But he is a brilliant, brilliant racer, Ty Gibbs. And I know people will be like, oh yeah, you're probably just saying that because he's one of your favourite drivers. Yeah, I am partly, but he is a genuinely brilliant racer. And on the road courses, he's also pretty good, I thought I'd mention. He's been pretty good on road courses before.
Kyle Busch is better, and he's finding that position through. It's just going to be so careful. Is that Truex boxing at the bottom again? Yeah. Truex is 9 laps down now. Gibbs leads, 18 to go at the line. Oh,
the big one is coming.
I'd usually
that's not
say
a call,
no.
that's a prediction.
I usually say no, but I'm with you on that. It can't stay this calm forever. It just can't.
It's not calm. It's definitely not calm. Because people are making moves.
3
it's
wide.
A question.
Is that Brad Keselowski?
Where?
In the middle of the pack. It is!
Yes, it is.
Trying to have a look. Brad's in 16th, but he's not. I can see Keselowski. He was right in the centre. I can't tell from the angle we've got from NBC. It's hard to spot.
I'm sure that's Gilliland.
No, I recognise Todd Gilliland with the red car. It's that, look, the one behind him, with next to Bowman now.
No, that's
the 45.
That's Blaney, I think.
That's the, yeah, you're right. It's Reddick, actually, it's totally red. I can't tell.
I was looking at the Ford.
Look, Bowman and the car behind. I can't spot it with the. We've got a low sun here, and it's reflecting off. We can't actually see correctly. I just cut away.
I'm just recognising the themes.
It's the 45 I was looking at. As look at Bowman back up the inside. There's Gilliland, and then on the high line, that's Steinhaus. Burton's moving up the order as well. He's slowly starting to come into this. 3 wide in the corners. Here we go. One mistake. Busch and Suarez swapping over.
And it's all over for some drivers. One mistake happens.
Oh, McDowell lifts off at the wrong time. Mid-corner. Loses out a hell of a lot of speed. 15 to go. 13 to go. There's the move. Gilliland nearly into the side. It was nearly Gilliland that caused that one. I don't know if he's dropped back now because he was alongside Bubba Wallace. Tension's wrapping up, can't you? You can feel it. Look at Chastain coming back through.
Can you imagine if Bush loses another photo finish?
Yeah, I know.
The same race. Literally, that was like, imagine Bush finishing second 3 times in a row. That's like a Sheldon Creed statistic.
Gilliland's dropped back as well, and he's now been swamped. I don't like what NBC are doing right now, have you noticed? Because they're going through all the order. Only the top 5 are staying the same. And I can't tell because they've kept the playoff barrier up. I don't like that because we need the top 10.
Timing screen.
Yeah, see it. I see it. 47 coming through on the inside line. Gibson,
What if
Suarez.
Stenhouse?
Still side by side. Go on, Stenhouse.
Stenhouse actually somehow wins this race.
Oh, don't. I'll be surprised. Suarez gets a bump from Logano as they come through it. Look at that's the 12 coming back through out of nowhere in the centre of the pack. Blaney just going through. Oh, it's all concertinaed up. I don't like that coming into turn 3. Bowman's coming through. Look at Chastain. He's got blocked out. The 12's going to try and force his way through. Chastain tries to open up with Will Byron along it. 11 to go here in Atlanta. Into 1 and 2. Caution flags are out.
Debris.
Right. So, another phantom yellow. Where? Another phantom yellow, is it? When the racing gets good to try and put us to overtime. Caution is out and spoils all that racing. And
I'm told a Walmart sign has flown off the wall.
Oh, well, that's ridiculous. It has. A Walmart...
That is a caution. That is a caution, to be fair. I'll give them that.
The Walmart signage has fallen off on the start-finish straight.
This is great advertising.
Walmart, ruining your racing since 2024.
Oh, it came off the starter.
It came off the flag stand.
Oh, my goodness.
To be fair, it's quite easy to throw the yellow then.
Wait, no, that came off... That didn't come off the starter gantry, that came off the restart gantry.
Yeah. Well, this shouldn't be a yellow. Well, now they're all going to box again, aren't
Definite. Josh, I hate to be that guy, but that's definitely a yellow.
It's
definitely a yellow.
Right, it's definitely a yellow, 100% there. When you said debris, I thought, oh, was it a tiny little bit of debris? Not an entire Walmart sign falling off.
A lot of Walmart stuff.
Yeah, that is a yellow. But I'm slightly annoyed that we've got 10 to go. Someone's going to stuff it on the restart. We're going to be kept here for another hour now. We got close. Officials put that in. Oh, for God's sake. This was February, guys. Interesting race, wasn't it? 3 at the line, and it was Bush in the day. He finished third that day as well. Whoa. By a whisker. Daniel Suarez. Can I just point out, it's the same top 3? Daniel Suarez, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Busch.
Blaney actually in the top 3 of the...
Ah, well. Well, where's Blaney? We'll get him up there.
Sorry to ruin your moment.
All right, well, it's 1 and 3 the same as it was back in February.
2, actually, it would be... Was it Blaney in near the front or no?
No. Busch finished 3rd that day. He was in the centre and got lost out. And Suarez won the race in the dead heat with Blaney by, what was it, 11 thousandths? 3 thousandths. Something stupid across that line that we're all going mental for.
Someone's put it on Twitter, Ty Gibbs is never going to a Walmart ever again.
Oh, dear. He might go to Walmart, though, to buy one of the AK-47s that they just sell in the display cases. And will personally take out
That's just so weird to me.
Oh, sorry?
How they do that. Because I went to America and I remember going to a Walmart. And the way they have to have guns available, man. Like, it's just strange.
Megan would be in her element.
That worries me slightly, actually.
She wants a crossbow. We keep telling her no.
A crossbow?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. We've told her no repeatedly, but the problem is she has her own money, so she can just buy it if she wants one. Which is
but the Minecraft one's had enough. Imagine a real one.
I'd wake up and I'd be shot 3 times.
I think she'd be firing it all over the commentary box when Fernando Alonso gets crashed out on the last lap.
She wouldn't all. She'd take out the television monitor. aggressive. We don't even let her play darts. Megan playing darts is a scary thought. It's a damn pit road.
We just have to finish. Well, how about finishing first?
That'd be great, wouldn't it? Right? That'd alleviate a lot of problems for the next couple of weeks or concerns. Really had a strong car all day, right? Come from the back, move forward all day, led laps, got stage points in both stages, which, starting in the back, we weren't sure we were going to be able to do that. So, got more fuel than most up front, too, so feel good about that. So, really just executing the blocks here up front, and let's avoid a late race wreck, and even if we can't win, let's get all the points we can to make it easier for the next 2 weeks.
I don't see teammates up there. I see Bell back there and Nate. I mean, seems like he's doing it all on his own.
Yeah, I think, right, we knew that some of those guys were saving. There were 10 cars up front that were saving fuel, right, and we knew we didn't have to. So he was making it 3 wide there, going hard, while those guys were saving fuel and able to get back to the front, and I think that was the difference.
All right, good luck.
Thanks to Chris for speaking to us, and a little bit of proactive work here to make sure this doesn't happen again, so we can
They're taking them all
race
off
cleanly to the finish.
Okay.
That is actually kind of based, I won't even lie. They're just like, well, forget all these Walmart signs. You know what, Walmart, your sponsorship doesn't matter.
Oh, wrong button. Oh, right, Carl Petty to make us all annoyed.
We both won races, but you've won big races. You've won Daytona, the Daytona 500, Indianapolis. Where are you inside that car right now? There's a lot on the line today.
Yeah, there is, and you're making a plan. That plan may have to go out the window depending on what's going on in front of you. If you're leading the race, you're going to drive this by the mirror and block all that you possibly can. Everybody's going to have it to the floor, and it's whoever can keep it there the longest and make the right moves here. Blaney's been impressive coming up through here and making things happen. But I don't know if anybody can handle Ty Gibbs right now. If somebody gets on his bumper, I think he has the fastest car. I will tell you one thing here, guys. It's been pretty cool to watch when Kyle Busch is up battling for the lead, the amount of people that are standing cheering, trying to urge Kyle Busch on to get that win.
Trying to get that 20 years in a row. Could it be today?
Is Suarez going to go back-to-back here in Atlanta? That's another question that we have to try and answer. Is Ty Gibbs going to try and come back through? Let's have predictions for the team. JT, what about you? What do you think?
Predictions. I honestly won't be surprised if Suarez gets this done, but I've only heard a couple of drivers that are good on fuel, so we'll have lots of picking.
Oh, okay. Jack?
I am going to go out on a limb and say a Chastain win.
That's 5th. Okay, we'll see what happens. Right. 7 to go, but drivers coming in for boxing. Let's hear from the radios more.
Sounds like an exciting finish in store.
Sure is.
We're going to go to overtime, aren't we?
Looking out our window, everything looks pretty clean and clear. Lights are still on the pace car, so we're going to do at least one more before we can race.
Should be coming to choose right here, right? Yep. The 1 to go, so
choosing.
5 to go, we take the green. All right, Jeff. Where do you go? Who do you line up with? Who do you trust?
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't trust anybody, and nor should I. So if you're Suarez, he went to the top. Gibbs and Busch both went to the bottom.
Oh.
So when you're lined up, Suarez, he didn't know who was going to pick behind him. He didn't know who was going to be able to push him. Really, the decision is made behind you. As soon as...
Yes, JT.
Twitter is at it again.
Why?
Unexpected item in the bagging area.
Oh my god.
The best line! Yes!
What? I love that line. I
retweet that right now.
Not meant for...
I'm just letting you know I am not we're not covering tomorrow's MotoGP action. We're not covering it anymore. Do you know why? Simon Patterson has just a text. It's raining massively. No one's going to head out tomorrow. We would literally be doing nothing.
I'm also being told that the social media at Walmart is probably incredibly confused by all the brand mentioned.
Special deal. Buy one, blow one off.
Oh god, Richard Childress is on the screen.
That's usually an interesting situation, isn't it? Right, are we going to get this one sorted? into the last few.
Dylan's going to be able to win.
5 to go here in Atlanta. Suarez versus Gibbs into the restart zone. Green flag around for one more time. Suarez gets the jump. He was electric off that line, Jack, and promptly gets away. But now Gibbs getting the bump from Logano. Logano's still in third.
Is that Bush who gets in the bump?
Bush there too. Logano's pushing Suarez, and that's put Bush in nowhere. Oh, and Gibbs goes to the high line. Suarez cuts back low, and look at Logano trying to come out of nowhere. Oh, this is beautiful. Gibbs now side by side. Logano goes down with Bush. It's 4 wide across the line. Gibbs leads with 4 to go. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Logano on the high line, trying to get the traction. He'll get it, and pulls ahead of Bush. Big bumps coming. Blaney hits the back.
No one crashed these.
Logano goes up high. Suarez to the centre. Logano coming in. It's over the line together. 3 laps to go. Logano has the lead of the race. Suarez in second place. Swinging down low. Suarez to the lead.
Right, with his teammate behind him as well, Chastain.
They've got to be careful. Coming to 2 to go. They're all starting to get a bit tricky. Here comes Chastain. Blaney's in there too. Now taking third. Logano going to lose out to Suarez here. Over the line together. 2 laps to go here in Atlanta. Contact from the back as well. Keeping it together. They're bumping 3 wide. Into 1 and 2. Little bit loose there for the centre. There's a hole in the middle. Someone's going to try and fill it. There's the fill. Bush on the high line. Logano and Suarez bumped. Caution's out. Don't know why. There's a spinner. It's Todd Gilliland. No, yes.
That's I think that's Gregson.
Noah Gregson has gone round in the... Yeah, it is Noah Gregson in the 10. And he stalled it. Overtime at Atlanta.
Logano was in the lead, I think, at the time of caution.
You're correct. Logano, Suarez, Blaney, Chastain, Elliott the top 5. So Logano has a chance on caution. 5 to go. We'll go to an overtime here in Atlanta. A green-white checkered coming.
Maximum save is what what's his name? That just looks like super speedway racing, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, nothing deliberate there. Let's take a look at it. It was Gregson who hit. Yeah, it was Gilliland who hit him into the. Yeah. So that's why I got confused. That was just. Yeah, you're right.
That's just racing.
JT, we go again for an overtime.
Well, we know what happened last time.
I know. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, that spider's moved. I want to go to bed.
So that was Harrison Burton's fault.
Oh no.
Getting into the side.
What's Jeff going to say about that?
Inside wall. Too bad. Noah running pretty decent. You see another car up against the wall in the back. I think that's Eric Jones in that green and white 43 car.
That's just nobody willing to lift, right?
Jeff, your little boy's done it.
Gosh.
Sorry, I can't resist.
It's going to be Trackhouse versus Penske for the win, I'm told.
Right on the scene, helping and cleaning up so we can get ready to go to reset for overtime.
Right.
All those drivers with 83, 82, I know they've had yellows. We're working the 16th lap of yellow in this run, but, you know, now we're in overtime. We're past the extended distance of the race. So Blaney is the farthest up with the most fuel. You hear Joe Logano shutting it off. He's going to reach over, shut it off again.
There's Noah Gregson.
Look at all of the red on the timing screen for the fuel source.
Oh my God!
Stage 1.
Have a look.
And now another Stuart Haas Ford driver out of this race, but late at opposite ends of the race. So the stage 1 winner, Ryan Blaney, is the best on fuel. And
this
the
will
irony
be
of that Dent Wizard Ford,
the 11th overtime finish of the 2024 Cup season, tying the all-time record set in 2017.
And we still have 9 to go after this, I think.
Yes.
Fast yet.
Looks like he has enough fuel.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, we definitely have enough fuel. More than the guys around us. So we just need to be, cautiously aggressive. Big picture. We just need to get out here with a good finish. But obviously, we'd love to win as well.
And here at Atlanta, it has been tough all day, as expected. The beat and bang, and how has he gotten through that? And is that car as sound as it kind of looks?
Yeah, I give 12 group credit. They got us fixed up pretty well in that last stop. They're able to drive through the field pretty well, so I think we're in good shape.
All right, little work left to do with a car that's been banged up, Lee.
Come on, Joey.
Quite the story, isn't it?
He talks about wanting to get out of here
I'm
with
rooting
a
for
good
Dan.
finish.
I've got Logano as my Grid Network picker winner, so I picked him possibly. I got Marquez's point earlier on, and I could get now Logano, and they're the two that everybody else wrote off. I got so lucky with Mark Marquez's picker winner, so lucky.
My picker winner right now is not a Grid Network one, by the way. It's just one I do for fun, of course.
Of course.
Mine, 5th place.
Oh.
Right now, Chase Elliott.
We need a JB Motorsports chart for that as well. Look at this.
Yeah.
The fans watching on, they're so nervous. Suarez could win it. Suarez won here back in March. Can we have another run?
I love sombreros, They look so cool.
Kind of wish I was going to Mexico next year for the race. I would so wear everything.
On the choose, here's the conversation from the 22.
And all my pre-race notes said bottom. 99 took the top right there and essentially lost the lead, right?
All right, 10-4, we'll do that.
Bottom it is for Logano.
All right, Steve, so do you agree with Coleman Presley, the spotter's assessment, and what he told his driver?
I do. I think the bottom is the place to go. I think the push has a lot to do with it. And like you said, Jeff, who's going to line up behind you? I think if Logano could get a perfect world, he could get Blaney behind him.
Yeah.
Because then I think back to the point about a win versus the points, I think Blaney would at least wait until off turn 4 to try to settle it. Now, if he has a chance to make a run, he's absolutely going to pull out a line. But I think Logano could think at least from the start-finish into 1, Blaney might be a little more committed than another car. The way this front stretch works, it's really easy to kind of turn left and take that leader 3 wide. So Joey knows that.
Green next time by.
Most aggressive restarters around, so he's going to have to really chase that white and red line.
The other thing is, with your teammate behind you, maybe a little communication and some coordination so that the push comes at the right time. If Logano leaves too early and the 12 isn't on his rear bumper and the outside lane is formed, the 99 will go by the 22. So how these guys push matter, and the leader can control that. He has a great deal to do with keeping that front bumper locked up to his rear bumper.
When you just look at the running order, look at all the playoff drivers, right? So Logano, Suarez, Blaney, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, Elliott and Bell, 5th, 6th, Bowman and Gibbs, 8th and 9th. A chunk of them back there outside the top 10 with Reddick, Byron, Cindric, and Harrison Burton continuing to have a great day. Hamlin, the ride-around theory has got him up to 22nd. We'll see how this green-white checker treats him.
Logano has won here. Suarez has won here.
Blaney goes low.
has won here, and it's going to form up that the teammates will be on the same line. So Blaney can push Logano.
So, Jeff, at this point, I imagine we're going to see the very
Completely
standard left hand out the
predictable.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Had to be, didn't it? That was always coming. Oh, the tension is rising. Do you reckon we'll get more overtimes or just one?
If we have more than one, then a lot of cars are going to have to pit.
Yeah. Green, white, checkered, overtime rule, 2 laps. First lap is 2 to go with green. If we go yellow in that lap, we try again. If we take the white flag, the next flag, be it yellow or checkered, ends the race. So we want to get to that white flag and get green on this lap. Is this the last one? Suarez
I hope so.
and Logano. Is Suarez going to do the double in Atlanta and take it? We're getting ready then. Not the right time, TV pictures. Not the right time to go wrong. JT.
Hello?
We've lost pictures.
Ah. Side by side, ready for NASCAR overtime here at the Quaker State 400. We've had unexpected items in the bagging area. Will we have an unexpected winner? We are green in NASCAR overtime. For the first attempt, it's Logano on the bottom, Daniel Suarez on the high line, and we're 3 wide. At the back, it's Chastain side by side in the second row with Blaney on the low line. A little bit loose from the 47 Stenhouse Jr., who makes it 3 wide in the midfield. But it's still Logano, Blaney pushing on the low side. Suarez, Chastain pushing on the high side. There's a big gap on the high line. Chastain moves up and very nearly contacts the wall. We are white flags here in the air. Next flag ends the race. It's Logano in the lead, being pushed by Blaney. Here comes Suarez and Chastain. Round the outside, Christopher Bell getting involved as well as Alex Bowman, who is going to win it. It's 1 car length the lead for Joey Logano.
I'll take it.
And Chastain in the wall.
Oh, yellow's out then. Chastain does end up in the wall. Joey Logano is going to win here at Atlanta out of the last corner. And Joey Logano takes the checkered flag and wins here in Atlanta, the first race of the playoffs, and secures himself a way into the round of 12, JT.
What an incredible race. And what an incredible finish. And Harrison Burton just doing donuts in the centre. There is a very damaged 11 of Denny Hamlin.
Wow.
And there are your pictures back live.
DD12 did that deliberately, didn't he? He turned the stream off. Oh, and now it's gone. Wow.
I've got a stream as well now, so that's good.
Well, that is perfect. DD12, I swear, is doing that deliberately. Go on.
I am taking the line of the year on a restart with what I said. Thank you very much.
I agree. Let's head down to NBC then for the action.
With Busher and
And the 21's got damage with no front end, JT. What happened there with Burton?
He was involved in the wreck, but he can't do any donuts on the front stretch, can Joey Logano.
Right, so Chastain hits the wall, he comes out of it, scrapes up high, and then he's bumping across the line, and then there's a Bowman spins out in the middle. Unbelievable.
I think this is a push going wrong with the 1.
Burton in the middle.
Yeah, the 9 kind of got caught from whoever was behind him. As you pointed out, pushes kind of stacked up, and then the 47's pushing the 23, who gets turned around, and then the 11 gets into. I mean, it's just chaos back there. Everybody in the gas.
There. That's what.
Gone off again, JT. Down to you.
He dove back down. Bubba Wallace got wide. Bubba Wallace got into the back of Ross Chastain, who then, of course, put the brakes on, and then that was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. into the back of Bubba Wallace, and that got Bubba Wallace and both of them spun round, and that caused the chaos. But Joey Logano has the donuts on pit road, and this is where I try and decide what in the world am I going to do. Hold on.
Right, let's have a word. I think Megan is working on it.
I can get the interview if I get a cable.
No, that's the right one. That's the... Megan's trying to do several different things at once. Server 2. I think there we go. I think it's going to go off, though. Very blurry pictures. Yeah. All right, no worries.
Got audio.
JT's going to try and sort it for us. Thank you, Megan. So, DT12 has just gone absolutely nuts and has not worked. So, that is honestly... Oh, they've switched it off. Well, that's awful from DD12. Let's hope that Abu Dhabi Sports get it back soon. Otherwise, Megan and me are going to have a little agreement about that, because that is ridiculous. It's gone off now as well. We've got no audio then, and we missed the end of the lap, so that's 12 to come through. So JT is trying to get hold of things as well. Jack, what did you make of that race? I presume you saw the ending at least.
I saw a little bit of the crash at the end,
Yeah.
which unfortunately cautioned him out. Logano, your winner. I'm kind of gutted for Daniel Suarez, but well done to Logano, his second win at Atlanta on this super speedway format, as I like to call it. Atlanta Super Speedway. But no, good race, some decent racing. Not as good as the first race in my opinion, but still a really good race from
Stuck in the back a little bit. It's hard to get track position back. We had a good restart and got towards the...
Well, we did hear it. Deafened.
We heard
Penske
Logano.
car won and,
There we go. Thanks, JT.
Ultimately, move on to the next round. So good day for all the Penske cars. I think they got a lot of stage points as well. So pretty good day today. This is Auto Trader's home here in Atlanta. Coca-Cola's home in Atlanta. A lot of people here. It's important for us to run good at this track. So, and there's a lot of memories right here on this start finish line for me racing Legends cars as a kid. So this is a really cool feeling to be out here in the Cup car again.
I was going to say, for a kid who ran Thursday Night Thunder for years here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway on the quarter-mile track, how much does a win, much less at Atlanta period, but in the playoffs, mean to you personally?
It's always special, but here, I mean, I lived right there, 805 for about 6 years, so it was a lot of time looking at this racetrack, dreaming about going down into turn one. So I can't thank the team enough. Like I said, everyone at Penske, Roush Yates Engines. Hello to my kids and wife at home. I wish they were down here, but it was definitely a special week coming here before we got here. I got to see one of the squadrons that's getting deployed here soon, and we got to spend a lot of time with them before we got here. So it's a heck of a way to top it all off.
Yeah, Paul Wolf said, I can't take much more of these fuel mileage races. So how intense was this race today, much less the end of it?
I'll take all of them. It's working for us. Bring it on.
All right, welcome to the round of 12. Joey Logano with the win here in Atlanta.
Thank you, JT. What an absolute amazing situation.
Apologies for the deafen.
Yeah, so let's hope Abu Dhabi Sports comes back ASAP on that one, so we don't have to do that again. Fantastic. Final thoughts then from you, JT, from this one? Oh, all right, Jack, over to you. Last thoughts from you.
Dead.
It was a
Dead,
really
so I'll give my
good
final thought.
race.
Oh, he's
Hold
back.
on, there we go. Hello.
Hello, right.
That was very chaotic, and it was a really good race. And, well, we had a couple of cracking lines. Iconic Day 2 podcast. But
King
Joey
lines.
Logano, round of 12, the first confirmed
And now we've crashed.
driver, and
Yeah.
well, another iconic race at Atlanta. Shame it's disappeared for that as well, with all of the issues, as the NBC audio was still going on USFN. So it's all gone wrong here.
Thanks, DD12. Okay, Jack, what about you?
A really good race there. Well done to Logano. It seems he is one of the kings of plate racing when it comes to this style of racing. Maybe he'll win at Talladega later in the year. Who knows? But yeah, congratulations to Logano. Kind of gutted for Suarez. Kind of gutted for Gibbs. He's going to get one day, Gibbs.
And he will indeed. An amazing race in here at Atlanta. Very good. Just over 3 hours of entertaining action with overtimes coming in. My thanks to Jack. My thanks to JT as well. My thanks to all of you at home. What a race here in Atlanta. We will move on to Watkins Glen in a week's time, where USON will take you through the action while we cover the end of the IndyCar series. So the JBMotorsports team will be back at Bristol with a webcam on the track as well. Thanks for your company. We'll see you soon. Take care. Joey Logano is through to the round of 12. Bye-bye.